Hello. Hello, Koyas. We are now streaming at 5 Mbps. Panoorin natin. We're gonna see what the stream looks like at 5 Mbps. Wala, mababa pa yung 5 Mbps obviously, but I think it's perfectly fine for our purposes to stream at 5 Mbps. Look at that. Hello. Hello, Koyas. We are now streaming at 5 Mbps. Narinig ba yung music? Panoorin natin. We're gonna see what the stream looks like at 5 Mbps. Perfect. 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 Let's post our links. Hey, what's up, Norms? What's up, Aaron? Slight adjustment period tayo while we reconfigure everything to our new internet connection. But currently, I mean, bukod sa bagong internet connection, the BTS should not be much different. Ako lang yung may mga adjustment things. But right now, actually, hindi pa ako completely fixed. Hindi pa completely set up yung network ko for fiber. Kasi ngayon naka-hardwire lang ako sa router. Which is not the perfect setup for the fiber natin ngayon. But oh my god, how tweet deck. But kanina kasi nagmamadali ako. I was trying to set up my router eh. Hope Goodbye ko. Ang problem ko is I need to reconfigure my network to have pinapawisan ako. So, just in case hindi nyo alam, may pilay ako for the past week due to a bicycling hindi dahil sa aksidente sa bicycle, it's more like bad ergonomics ng bisikleta ko. So bad seat fit sa bisikleta ko for my puwets. So ang pilay ko was actually dito sa sa lower region ng puwet mo papunta sa knee mo. Sobrang ang sakit nung region na yun. Ano ba yun? Deltoids or something? Hindi ako makagalaw nung Thursday talaga, as in sobrang bedridden ako sa bahay. Hindi ako makagalaw. Hindi ako makatulog sa sakit ng paa ko. Grabe. Whew. So, that's why pinapawisan ako ngayon is still kind of very hard, painful time for me. Hindi pa rin But nakakatayo na ako, nakakagalaw na ako, thankfully. Buti na lang kasi dumating yung nagkakabit ng fiber today, nung hapon. And natapos sila mag-set up ng fiber past 6, mga 6, just before 7. And then nagmadali ako, I need to buy some medicine for my injury. Need to buy a medicine for my injury. So tumakbo ako, even though pilay ako, tumakbo ako papunta sa Save More. And then bumili ako ng gamot. And then, so ngayon, nakita niyo, pinapawisan ako. So, pagbalik ko, mga 8 past, kumain ako ng dinner. And then, sinubukan ko mag-setup ng aking network for the PLDT fiber. PLDT home fiber. Hindi ko pa rin ma-configure ng tama eh. Medyo, I guess na yung utak ko, nasira yung, na brain fart ako sa utak ko. Hindi ko ma-figure out how to hindi ko ma-figure out how to add another router to the PLDT home fiber router. So, akala ko nung una, yung PLDT home fiber router can use all 4 Ethernet ports. But apparently, you can't use all 4 Ethernet ports. Nasira yung yung balak ko. Kasi balak ko was yung DSL namin, nakakabit yung lahat ng router namin dun sa Ethernet ports niya. But apparently yung PLDT home fiber router can only support one LAN port. And si Katuna, yes, alam mo naman taga kung saan ako. Si Katuna save more dun. So something na if anybody out there is gonna get PLDT home fiber, tandaan nyo lang, you need to figure out, hindi naman not to figure out, it's trivial to set up, I'm pretty sure. It's just na if you were planning to use the router as your main router and then magkakabit kayo ng multiple Ethernet connections dun, and sadly hindi pwede. It's only one Ethernet connection. The rest of the Ethernet ports supposedly nakakabit para sa Signal TV nila. Signal TV. Grabe, naka-aircon na ako, pinapawisan pa rin ako. That's because of the pain medicines and stuffs. So anyway, nung pagbalik ko dito ng 8, kumain ako ng dinner, and then from 8 to 9, 9:30, kung ano-ano ginagawa ko sa network namin just to set up the router, the PLDT router to another router, para lahat nung isa lang connection dun sa PLDT router to the other router, and then lahat ng Ethernet namin nakakabit dun sa next router. But hindi ko ma-set up, hindi ko matandaan kung ano yung kulang kong ginagawang step. Matagal na ako hindi nag-set up ng ganitong network eh. But I thought I did everything right. So hindi ko alam kung I know I'm just doing something wrong. I know may nakalimutan lang akong step. I'm pretty sure. It's just sa sobrang dami kong ginagawa ngayon, sa sobrang busy and naman. Dahil injured ako and dahil marami nasa utak ko ngayon, and then obviously may BTS pa. Time pressure. Hindi ko maisip ko ano yung kulang, kung ano yung hindi ko nagawa na dun sa aking cute na nasa ulo ko. Yes, that's a Timo hat. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung hindi ko nagawa para ayusin yung secondary router. And then nag-experiment ako, sinet ko yung PLDT fiber router to bridge mode. Pag naka-bridge mode ka, naka-max lang to 2 Mbps yung bridge mode. So nag-speed test ako, 2 Mbps. What the heck? Shit! Ang bagal! So binalik ko siya sa router mode. And then ngayon, since naubusan tayo ng oras, nakadiretso na lang tayo sa PLDT fiber router. So, as in wired connection, diretso. As in the dumbest version of the network. The stupidest network connection ever. Kasi wala na tayong oras eh. Kailangan na tayong mag-BTS eh. Lagyan natin to. Wait, ba't ganun? Lagyan natin yan. Red iPhone. Sabi ni Romar Paharin. Nakita niyo yung bagong feature na yon? This is a new feature by hindi nga lang lumitaw na. So this is not a feature that everybody gets on Facebook. Pero like anybody who's watching right now, mag-type kayo ng comment or do a like or whatever dun sa BTS topics natin. May lilitaw sa Facebook ko, magiging parang chat box siya dito sa Facebook ko. And kakaiba, so parang ganito, bubukas siya na ganito. It's a new feature on Facebook and being experimented on users. And isa ako sa mga hindi pinagpala na binigyan ng Facebook ng ganun. Ang pangit ng feature na yun, sobrang nakakaasar. It's so annoying to get that feature. Ito. This is what it looks like. Here's what it looks like. Ito. So, as you can see, post ko sa BTS community. Nasaan na yung chat natin? Hey, what's up, Ison? Ito yung post ko sa BTS community. And tingnan mo, every time may nag-comment, lumilitaw itong box na to. Diba? Tingnan mo to. Like, what? So, Facebook is experimenting with this new feature. Kaya ko pag napagana mo yung USB port ng PLDT fiber to become a print server, saludo ako sa'yo. I don't need the print server, unfortunately. Pinapawisan ako. I don't need a print server. I only have one printer and it doesn't even have Ethernet or Wi-Fi. It's just a USB. The dumbest printer ever, USB only. Nakakatawa kasi ni-review ko yung printer na to sa channel ko. Tapos ang mga comments, what can it do wireless printing? Can I connect it to my network? And what software do I use to connect to network? Did you not see what my review said? There is no Ethernet, there's no Ethernet, there's no Wi-Fi. What the heck are you talking about? Pinapawisan ako, sorry Koyas. Sobrang, it's the pain. Welcome to the Fiber Master Race. Yes, thank you, Ison. So as you ang alam ko may kinausap ka sa Converge, but now hindi ko na kailangan. So thankfully, welcome to the Fiber Master Race. Yes, indeed. Wow, sorry guys, stalker po ako ni Kuya Alex. wait lang. Kuya Alex, inahiya ka pa, di mo pa ginawang 4K. So, I don't think we can stream in 4K, particularly because I think the CPU on the PC will have trouble rendering 4K at 30 FPS in real time. And also, my monitor is only 1080p, so that would mean I would be capturing my monitor's resolution in 1080p, rendering in 4K to stream in 4K. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Siguro kung 4K yung monitor ko, I'll stream in 4K. But I don't think streaming in its own, I think it's hindi pa umabot ng 4K ang streaming. It's more of 1080p streaming. 4K is for obviously yung mga pre-rendered videos and then bike life, hahatakot pa ako sa road bike. Pakitingnan daw yung Xiaomi Mi earphone, kuya, yung nasa Lazada 2017 model. Okay, let's do that. Xiaomi earphone. Ano pangalan? Xiaomi ano sa yun? Xiaomi Mi earphone. Ano to? Bluetooth? Okay, ito. Maraming versions ito eh. Ito Xiaomi Hi-Fi. Ang ano lang dito, marami kasing copycat si Xiaomi. Maraming Class A crap well, I wouldn't call them Class A either. Usually they're just crappy. Baka ito, mukhang orig ito. 1450. Mi piston colors in earphone 563. Hindi ako naniniwala sa presyo na yan. Hindi ako naniniwala dito. Although yung Xiaomi colors headphones are affordable. Ang problema kasi with the Xiaomi headphones that wala na sila sa Pilipinas eh. So napakahirap nang makahanap ng original Xiaomi na headphones. So wala na tayong this is sold and fulfilled by Zekaisi store. Ships from abroad. This might be good kasi ships from abroad pa eh. Let's read the reviews. The package arrived earlier than the expected date. For the price, I think it's good. It's one of the best headphones as expected from a legit Xiaomi products. Okay. This might be original. Magkano to? 998. This might be good. Kasi ito, I think Xiaomi piston ito number 3. Officially number 3 ata tong piston na to. Although I've lost count, hindi ko na alam yung official piston number ngayon. Kasi maraming variants ngayon eh ng Xiaomi eh. Ito ano to? Xiaomi Ring of Iron Pro. What the heck is that? What the heck is Ring of Iron Pro? This design, ito looks like Xiaomi Piston 2, but it looks extremely fake, especially for the price. 537 pesos. This might be original, 1450. For the price, this seems much more reliable. Plus, it's a cash on delivery available, local seller, local distributor. Looks like may mga Xiaomi products siya sa listahan niya. So I think this one is more reliable. Yeah, meron siyang Xiaomi e-camera 439. Meron siyang Xiaomi 4K. No, wala siyang Xiaomi 4K. So, this might be reliable, 1,450. I don't know kung anong version na to but I'm gonna say these are version 3, piston number 3. Nung lumabas yung piston 2 din sa Pilipinas, nung official pa si Xiaomi sa Pilipinas, I bought 3. I bought 1 for myself and 2 for pangregalo. And then binigyan ako ng Xiaomi, niregaluhan ako ng Xiaomi ng isa pa. So pinaregalo ko rin siya. Nasa na tayo? Let me read some chats. Pwede naman siguro third party kuya, meron naman nun. D-Link. Yeah, meron akong bridge. Actually, marami akong router dito. Yung router ko dito sa kwarto is a Linksys na N router. Kaya lang sobrang luma na. I have a TP-Link load balancing router. Yun sana yung gagamitin ko sa baba. Yun sana yung kakabit ko dun sa PLDT fiber router. Kaya lang hindi ko mapagana. So I need to set up the TP-Link load balancing. Parang kulang. Hindi ko alam yung tamang settings pa eh. And I'm sure it will come to me eventually. Kaya lang ngayon medyo brain fart ako. Hindi medyo wala ako sa tamang ano ba? Tamang sitwasyon, tamang utak. Yeah, wala sa tamang utak. Kuya, pag okay, nabasa ko na yan. What's up, Antonio Arenas? Matagal na daw feature ng FB yan. Tinatawanan ako ng mga kaibigan ko. Yeah, no. Pag ni-research mo itong feature na to, it's only for a select few experimental feature ng Facebook. So, this is not for everybody. Actually, tinanong ko sila B-Boy sa tinanong ko kung meron sila B-Boy, wala sila B-Boy. Kuya, overpriced si Oppo F3 Plus. We'll be talking about that in just a bit, actually. Vincent Lampadio says, itawag mo sa hotline si PLDT dapat mag-bridge mode para hindi maging 2 Mbps. Yeah, that's what I researched. So, ang ginagawa ko is buti nga hindi na completely lockout ako ng bridge mode eh. Somehow gumagana pa rin yung utak ko enough na parang I know that if I'm on bridge mode, I won't be able to access it except through its own Wi-Fi. So I had to use its own Wi-Fi to get to the interface, the UI, and then disable bridge mode back to routing mode. And yung kung hindi lang ako medyo, kung wala lang akong alam, sobrang wala tayong fiber right now. But yun nga yung nabasa ko, sabi nila is somebody needs to configure yung bridge mode for your router. Magkano monthly PLDT home fiber? Actually, marami silang plans. Ito, baka gusto mo magbenta ako ng gusto mo ibentahan kita ng home fiber? So, just so you know, ang PLDT home fiber has more plans now. And meron sila nung under 2,000 pesos. So as you can see here, plan 1699, plan 1899, and 2899, 3499. Yung 1699, you get 5 Mbps, unlimited upload download. 1899 is unlimited 20 up and down. So actually, kung ako papapiliin mo, magwa 1899 na lang ako kasi 200 pesos lang yan extra a month. Pero times 4 yung upload and download mo. Ang laki ng difference, oh. This is 5 Mbps is just DSL download lang yan eh. That's just DSL speeds. But ang maganda dyan is yung upload mo mabilis. And reliable yung connection mo obviously. And unlimited yung internet mo obviously. But kung ako lang papapiliin mo for the extra 200 pesos, just go for the 20 Mbps. Ang current connection ko do, yung binigay sa akin is 2899. 50 Mbps. So 50 down, 50 up. Congrats Fiber Who, 50 Mbps yan. Yes, it is 50 Mbps. Xiaomi Piston Fresh 2017 kuya. Okay, let's look for that. Pinapawisan ako. I hope hindi masyado nakikita sa webcam. sobrang pawis ako. Ganun ako pag pilay ako. Xiaomi Piston Fresh? ahente lang ng PLDT si Alex. I know, right? Hindi, ano naman based on the agreement, or whatever, is I could opt to add yung sabihin sa inyo na galing sa PLDT fiber or whatever. Or pwedeng hindi ko rin sabihin. Right? Kasi hindi naman required eh. Hindi naman ano eh. Let's see, ano sabi? Xiaomi Mi Piston Fresh 2017. Alright. But ako na lang is, I tell you it's PLDT home fiber just so you know kung saan galing yung fiber natin. Just complete, ano to? What is that? What is the term? Transparency. Okay. Mi Piston Fresh 2017. This looks, a lot of these look original at least. This is actually a Lazada product as well kasi merong ano eh. If you see yung van dito. Okay. If you see yung van dito, yan yung van na may speed fast van. That means Lazada yung nag-handle ng shipping, sales and shipping and whatnot ng product. Oh my God, pinapawisan ako sobra. So it says right there, original Xiaomi product. 100% guaranteed original or get your money back. So this is, as you can see, it is fulfilled by Lazada. It's sold by some other company, but it's fulfilled by Lazada. That means the stocks are in Lazada's own storage or bodega. Ano ba yung bodega sa ano in English? Nakalimutan ko na. So from everything that's I'm seeing right now, I'm gonna say these are 100% original, 100% authentic. Mi Piston 2017 fresh. Although I wanna say these are lower end Xiaomi pistons kasi merong mas mataas na piston pa eh. They actually created yung parang entry level piston, mid level, and then high end pistons. But these are definitely original. Grabe ang mura ng Xiaomi headphones May landline ba ang home fiber? Yes, may landline. Nasa baba yung landline. Selected locations lang ba ang fiber? Yes, selected locations lang, unfortunately. Ako nga, nag-a-apply ako for like 1 year plus na eh. And ngayon lang ako pinagpala ng fiber. Season 20 Mbps. Ahente na. Let's see, ano pa ba? Xiaomi Pro HD yung maganda, 1K siya. My fiber plan 2899 is 100 Mbps down, 200 Mbps up. I don't know why, and I'm not complaining, lol. So, yung sa'yo, most likely is kasama ka pa dun sa promo. Yung promo na if you apply as soon, during the time period, they will upgrade your 50-50 to 100-100. Kaya lang, I think, from what I can see is, imbis na same speed yung up and down, it looks like dinodoble na yung up speed mo. Siguro dahil because they can. Kasi ako, 50-50 yung sa akin, but I'm getting 50 in 80. And I don't know, let's see what effect, I can't type for crap right now. Let's see what effect will happen when I do a speed test during the stream. Kung makakain nung speed test yung bandwidth ng stream or not. Maglalag tayo kung nangyari yun. But we'll see. We'll find out. So tingnan mo yung tingnan mo yung download ko. We're capping at 50. And it's understandable. We're capping at the 50 download. That's understandable. But our upload is typically, makikita mo yan maglalaro ng 60-70. O ngayon, mababa siguro. I am streaming at 5 Mbps right now. Upload at 5 Mbps. So, ayan o. Look at that. Oh, I'm definitely not 50-50. I am more 50 and 100 right now. And think about na meron pang 5 Mbps kinakain yung live stream right now. 5 Mbps. So, that's more like 50 and 75 right now. Nung earlier today, I got 50 and 80. So, it's more or less 50 and 80. I'm gonna say it's 50 and 100. And I think ikaw nakuha mo yung promo, but doble yung upload na binigay sa'yo. Just like me, I think doble yung binigay na upload sa akin. Kuya Kokak, ano ang the best earphone sa inyo? I want to buy kasi sa Lazada and I want to replace my Beats earphones. In-ear ba? In-ear or over-ear? Kasi ako ang number one sa akin, if I had the money or if I just wanted the best headphones I can get, I would buy a Sennheiser Momentum 2. Pero hindi siya malaki saludo ko dito is Sennheiser Momentum 2. Not the wireless one kasi mahal yung wireless. Ang mahal pa ng Momentum 2 dito. Ito, for example, iOS version. Obviously, Lazada is not the best place to buy a Sennheiser Momentum 2 kasi sobrang limited ng stocks and limited ng kanilang listings. But if you look at this is pretty much the best music, best all-around headphones you can buy for around 9,000 pesos. These are really highly respected. Even though Sennheiser has some bad products, they're not always good. But the Momentum 1 and Momentum 2 are the most highly respected headphones around. Okay? So, kung ako papapiliin mo, I would buy this. I don't know kung ano yung budget mo or if you're just looking for in-ears, right? And I think you're talking about in-ears. Sa in-ear, wala akong masyadong opinion. Obviously, there are very expensive versions out there. I think the Xiaomi pistons are very good for the price. And if you're just talking about 1,000 pesos, just go for the Xiaomi pistons. Wala kang mahanap na ibang mas maganda sa Xiaomi pistons. Bangbus daw yan kapag may van. Ano mas okay, Kuya? Globe or Smart LTE prepaid? Okay, so this is a very good question. Brian Acabado. Okay, so I'm assuming you're getting LTE for the SIM for LTE use, right? The thing is, sa prepaid, and you're talking about prepaid as well. The thing is, with Smart LTE prepaid, may issue ako na. And even though I just got PLDT home fiber, I have to tell you this and be honest with you. My problem with Smart LTE prepaid now is they don't have per use charging or regular rate charging is what they call it. Now, what is regular rate charging? Well, alam natin yung lahat. Everybody knows what regular rate charging is. They just don't fully we just need to be reminded what it is para lang we know it already happens, parang ganon. So regular rate charging is or regular rate internet na lang para hindi nyo maisip na charging is charging the phone. Regular rate internet is 5 pesos for 15 minutes of internet. Okay? So the thing is, there was siguro back in 2016, both Smart and Globe allowed prepaid allowed regular rate charging, regular rate internet. But now prepaid, Smart, LTE doesn't allow regular rate internet. Now, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Because it matters to me. And it matters if you really, really, really want fast internet. Kasi ang problem niyan, if you use a bucket, LTE buckets, they have bandwidth caps. Right? So, for me, I would rather pay the regular rate internet, 5 pesos for 15 minutes, because regular rate LTE is super fast. So, and I'll come completely parang transparent to you guys. I used to use Globe. Before we had fiber, which is today lang, right? I used to use Globe LTE on a LTE router sa kabilang kwarto. because maganda yung signal doon. And I used when it was 2016, I would use smart LTE prepaid or postpaid actually doon sa LTE router ko. But then nung bumili ako ng smart prepaid and I thought they would still have regular rate, hindi na pala. So I was forced to buy Globe LTE prepaid to use on my LTE router. And nung mga previous BTS episodes, every time we stream, I would use regular rate internet. So I paid 5 pesos for 15 minutes, or if I streamed for 3 hours, more or less I would pay 100 pesos or 80 pesos or less. Basta I assume it's always 100 pesos every time may BTS. Maliit na bagay yun kung tutuusin. Kasi hindi, sa totoo lang, magkano ba binabayad nyo sa, let's say, sa Netcafe? Sa Netcafe, pinakamababa 15 pesos for 1 hour, right? Ang regular rate internet is 20 pesos for 1 hour of the fastest LTE you can get. And if you have a DSL, an LTE router like I do, and maganda yung pwesto ng LTE router mo, you will get speeds that are like 30-30, 50-30. And that's comparable to the speed of my fiber right now. So, back then, like I said, kaya tayo nakakapag-BTS is because I used Globe LTE prepaid. What do you call this? Because unfortunately, Smart LTE prepaid no longer allows regular rate internet. But if you're not planning on using regular rate internet, Smart LTE prepaid still supports pretty much all of the buckets, which means GigaSurf is there, and actually yun lang ginagamit ko, GigaSurf eh. Kasi I have ang main phone line ko is a Smart LTE postpaid yung main line ko dito. Na Freedom plan pa. One of the old school plans, Freedom plan. And that one is fast, but unfortunately is hindi ko makabit sa LTE router or whatnot. Anyway, we're spending too much time with this. Hopefully you get my point there. Lol, sakto yung BG music. Yun din napansin ko pag fulfilled by Lazada, mukhang yung item nasa warehouse na nila. Yes, that's pretty much what I've surmised from being a person that orders from Lazada pretty much every other few weeks. Kuya Ison, via VoIP yung phone talaga landline niya, baligtad nga daw. Kasi yung DSL dati, ang internet nakaride sa copper infrastructure ng telepono. Pag fiber yung telepono, that makes sense. Yung home fiber na 1899 na walang actual landline, no, merong landline yan. All of them have landlines. Any thoughts for the 699 PLDT plan? Ano yan? Data, ano no? Ano to? Up to 3 Mbps. This is free installation and no cash out. Ano to, DSL? Ang mura ng DSL kung sakali. Baka meron data, may mga caps. I don't know, wala akong experience dito, sorry. Xiaomi Piso na lang bibilin ko, soon na lang ang Sennheiser. Ako, hindi ako makabili ng Sennheiser because I can't for the life of me say that I will actually use the headphones as much as I would want them to. Kasi I never take headphones. Yung parang these are the only headphones I use so much because I use them for streaming. So hindi naman ako sobrang audiophile or what. So parang even though I know that they're the best and I know hindi naman sila sobrang mahal, it's just I can't justify spending 9,000 for them just yet. Na parang hindi naman ako madalas makinig sa headphones right now. But one of these days, I promise myself, baka bumili ako niyan. 10 pesos 1 hour dito. Mura na yun, 10 pesos 1 hour. But think about it, if you're paying 10 pesos 1 hour and nasa Netcafe ka, then not guaranteed yung internet nila unless maganda yung internet ng 10 pesos 1 hour nyo. You can spend the 20 pesos 1 hour at home and get near fiber speeds as long as maganda yung signal ng LTE sa inyo. But si Norms, taga Baguio yan, and nung bumisita ako, nung nagbakasyon ako sa Baguio nung December, ang pangit ng LTE doon. Even though I really should have brought my LTE router just to be sure. Ang nagstay kami malapit sa teachers camp, teachers village. I forgot basta yung sa Baguio yung may teachers ek. Malapit kami doon. Ang hina ng LTE, grabe. Ang hina ng kahit na nung pumunta kami John Hay or whatever, hindi satisfactory yung sa Baguio, yung data speed sa Baguio. So pwede mag-call from PLDT to buy until. I'm pretty sure you can, kaya lang baka magbabayad ka ng outside line. I use PLDT fiber, wala akong issues, pero router niya lang talaga. Dapat ipagbawal ang data capping. Gawang basic ang internet service sa Pinas para may control ang gobyerno. Yeah, we're all for that. I'm all for that as well. Ang problema lang talaga is right now, we have to live by the rules of what we're currently living in. And ako, nakita nyo ako, I was on DSL for the longest time. Mabagal na DSL and I pay it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's still 2,000 pesos for 5 Mbps down, 0.7 up. And ngayon lang, pasalamat ako na just a little bit more than 2,000 pesos, 2,899, I get fiber na. So fiber, I think if everybody gets fiber, or at least yung speeds ng fiber transfers over to at least yung the amount you pay for fiber equates to DSL right now. Siguro ang DSL would be like tigpa 500 na lang ngayon eh. Kasi think about how slow DSL is and the amount of money you pay for the DSL versus fiber and the amount of money you pay for fiber. If we divide yung peso that we pay to the Mbps, malaki yung difference. And hopefully, because sobrang bagal ng DSL or mababa yung output ng DSL, hopefully baba nila yung price at least for that. But in case however, iba yung storya niyan pagdating sa SIM or sa mobile internet, right? Ang mobile internet will always be governed by, unfortunately, a lot of government issues, a lot of signal towers and whatnot. But yes, I'm still hoping na internet gets more affordable in the Philippines, less internet capping as well, and all that. We're all for that. Lahat tayo dyan. That's why we have these forums, we have these shows, is to discuss better internet, and me discussing with you how to get better internet and stuff like that. Nagkataon lang na pinagpala ako na magka-fiber ngayon. But think about it. I was streaming using a ghetto LTE router na hinak pa. Ghetto LTE router that I had to load 100 pesos each time mag-stream ako. And then naka-hardwire siya sa kabilang kwarto, and then every time naglalakad ako, nanatapakan ko yung hardwired na na yun. These are things that major sacrifices that I had to do to actually have content like this, that we have this forum right now on BTS where we can talk about internet problems and internet stuff. Think about it, it's been a year plus that I've been using this technology that is as ghetto as can be, and I've had to parang rewire or rejig the location of that router para lang mahanap ko yung tamang placement niya and all that stuff. And we should never have had this problem in the first place if we have good internet already. And I've never had to pay LTE connectivity 5 pesos per 15 minutes if we had good internet in the first place. So, isa rin ako sa mga tao na had to make fixes because we've had bad internet we still have bad internet. But thankfully, pinagpala na ako. But we're still gonna fight for better internet in the Philippines overall. Let's see, ano pa ang usapan ngayon? Tsaka ang maganda sa fiber kapag 1899 plan mo, 189 lang talaga babayaran mo. Yeah, that's true. Unless lang you go for certain yung additional. Kaso ang tanong kung sakop ang fiber sa Sikatuna, sana dito rin sa May Camyas Road. Well, hopefully. All you gotta do is ask. Speaking of Lazada, pangit birthday sale nila. Yeah, pangit ng birthday sale. Pati yung hidden code voucher sobrang limited. Di talaga siya giveaway. Hindi ko tinry. I didn't try any of their parang contest for voucher and stuff. But they actually sent me an email of the flash sales, and then I had a spreadsheet of what products will be on sale for the birthday thing. And actually, binasa ko siya. Hindi ako natuwa eh. I mean, there were no products that was immediately coming out of the page and telling me na I should alert people that this is a good deal. Now, ang gusto ko sanang gawin is gagawa ako ng video about the Lazada sale, Lazada birthday sale. And then ang gagawin ko sana is i-highlight ko yung mga products that are a good deal, right? So sabihin ko, okay, the Lenovo VibeShot is a good camera phone. It's not the best in terms of processing power, but it's a good camera phone nonetheless, and it's priced at And here's the link if you want to buy it during the Lazada sale. And if I had a voucher, I'll probably use give the voucher then. Kaya lang nung una, there was one thing na hindi ako na-impress masyado dun sa mga sales. Pangalawa, may pilay ako so hindi ako makagawa ng video. Bukod doon, hindi ko lang nabigyan ng oras. But hindi naman ako masyadong nagsisisi kasi hindi nga ako masyado na-impress sa doon sa sales eh. Wait lang. Gusto ko i-configure ang ating microphone. Parang mababa. Hindi, tama lang. Let me know kung mababa or tama lang yung microphone. Sabihin ko kay Mama, Farmer Sanders, bet ko talaga mag-fiber. Sinasabi ko sa mami ko, switch na kami sa PLDT kasi 1499 for 2 Mbps. What? Ha? Ang mahal ano? 2 Mbps lang, tas 2 GB data cap. Speaking of Lazada, sa DSL kasi kapag say Plan X, yung presyo ng internet plus telephone price, so parang double babayaran mo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why sa fiber, hindi mo na binabayaran yung telephone line. Weird. Agree ako kay Kuya, mahirap yung teacher's camp, mabagal ang LTE sa Session Road, medyo rare ang LTE. Yeah. Ang hirap. If you remember, nag-upload ako ng Kokak Life vlogs dun sa Extras channel. Ano yun eh? Sa sobrang bagal ng internet, wala akong magawa dun sa tinutuloyan namin dun. So, ang kaya ko lang gawin with my laptop was edit videos. Kasi hindi ako makapag-Google or hindi ako makapag-YouTube. Wala kang magagawa in the meantime. So marami akong oras mag-edit ng videos. That's why meron ako ng vlogs. So I guess magiging productive ka kung walang LTE sa location nyo. Moment na mas mabilis pa dun data mo sa router. Aurora Hill, Baguio, always H+, minsan 3G pa. Naka 1080p ako na. What's up, Robert Liban? Ang nabili ko lang sa birthday Lazada sale yung very basic 2.1 speakers from Creative. Yeah, so ang sasabihin ko sana, okay, there are nothing in particular that comes out of the page and shouts at me that says you should buy this. But Vincent Lampadillo says tama lang po yung volume ng mic. Thank you. Nothing comes out of the page and tells me you should get this product. But on the plus side, if you were in the market for a pair of speakers na matino, or a pair of headphones na matino, or a power bank na matino, or mouse na matino, or mouse na hindi malamang hindi matino pero sobrang mura niya na, so why not? Yun lang yung reason if you should buy it. But otherwise, if you're already content with your life and wala ka namang hinahanap na produkto, I think there is no standout product sa Lazada birthday sale that necessarily I should call your attention to say bilhin mo to during the sale kasi hindi na mabababa yung price na ganito. So walang ganon. If meron ganon, I would call you out on that. But if you are in the market sana, if for a power bank, speaker, headphone, mouse, yun, bilin mo kasi makakatipid ka at least 300 pesos, di ba? So, hindi siya sobrang parang 90% off or what. It's just a minor discount. Pero kung bibili ka na rin, at least makatipid ka ng 300 pesos, magandang bagay. Malaking bagay na yun. Diba? Pawis. Masyadong weak yung birthday sale. Sabihin nyo kay B-Boy. Actually, isa pang gusto ko sa Sennheiser. Ito sobrang namamahalan na ako. Hindi na makatarungan. Pero Game 1. Game 0 ang hanap ko. 0. Ito yung gusto ko for streaming. Kasi, narinig nyo naman yung microphone nito, right? Ni-review ko to eh. This is the HyperX Revolver S. These are 7,500. So they're not badly priced. But the microphone, even though sabi ko malinaw naman siya and clear naman siya, it's still very tinny. Right? Kung napapanood nyo pa yung dating BTS where I used an actual cardioid microphone, ayun talagang bassy, para kang nasa radyo na, hey guys, what's up? And a problem ko with using these kinds of microphones these days is hindi pa sa ganun kaganda yung quality. I mean, they're decent and naiintindihan nyo naman ako, so wala namang problema. But they're not as good, parang basically musician quality audio. And I think for the purposes of BTS, okay lang ganitong audio. But I want to buy one of these, Sennheiser Game 0. Because the microphone on the Game Zeros and the Game 1 in also, but the Game Zeros are better. The microphone on the Game 0 are much, much better. But hindi ko lang ma-justify yung 14,000 pesos. But if I buy one of these, the audio quality on BTS will be much better, much better. And if you're not familiar with why I'm not using yung cardioid microphone ko anymore, was because the cardioid microphone picks up everything, picks up my air conditioner, picks up an electric fan and whatnot. So nakaka-distract siya. And I've decided to use the microphone on headphones na because they're more closer to my mouth and nawawala yung nasa screen out niya yung most of the ambient noise dito sa bahay. Okay. What's going on? Ang humighlight lang sa akin sa Lazada birthday sale is yung GoPro Hero 5 for 6,999. That's not bad, but I think ganun na rin talaga yung price ni GoPro Hero 5 eh. The GoPro Heroes are the affordable variants of the GoPro Blacks and whatnot. FIBR na si Kuya. What's up, Care Kasapaw? Yeah, GoPro Hero 5 is not bad. It shoots 4K too. Bench Panganiban says, pero 249 Bluetooth 360 speaker, good freaking deal. Yeah, but generally, hindi naman sila magandang quality. And usually, ano na lang yan, clearance na lang yan. They have to get rid of all the stocks. Kuya, wait, ask ko lang how much monthly mo sa PLDC, ha? And gaano kalaki capin? Walang cap ito. This is PLDT Fiber 2899. So I pay 2,899 and I get 50 down, 50 up. And from what I can tell, it's 50 down and 100 up sa totoo lang. Which is, wala ako reklamo, hindi ako nagreklamo. Marami na ako yan. Actually, pwede na ako, may mga videos ako i-upload na ano, ito para sa ano to eh. May isa akong channel na sinimulan. Hindi ko alam kung itutuloy ko, but I think itutuloy ko. Hindi ko naman, I'm not trying to, ano ba? Hindi ko nga alam paano ko makikita to eh. Alam ko na, sa Twitter ko makikita natin. So may bago akong channel. You don't need to subscribe to, hindi ko ka muna kayo pipilitin mag-subscribe or anything. But I have a new YouTube channel. 1 subscriber pa lang, ako. I subscribe to it. It's called I Am Kokak. Wala pa siya. It's just one, wala pa siyang full, full reserved channel name. So as you can see, ano pa siya, hash name pa lang yung channel name niya kasi wala pa akong you need 1,000 subscribers to actually have a short channel name on the URL. But dito ko lang nagtatambak lang ako dito ng gameplay related, video game related stuff. And hindi pa 100% parang total malaking effort sa content creation for this channel. It's just I play a lot of games when mag may free time ako, and ang ano ko niyan is I like to record video and I like to you know nasa nature ko na to write to put stuff in video form, to say some in video form, and sometimes naglalaro ko League of Legends, and if I want to share that, or want to keep that gameplay for posterity, ina-upload ko dito. Sir, they're not necessarily the channel is not necessarily off to the races or dedicated gaming channel or full brunt of my creative freedom or creative juices and full push. Hindi pa ako full push, hindi pa ako full effort sa mga videos dito. Sometimes I just I see something interesting or I recorded a League of Legends gameplay ko and I think it's okay enough to put online, i-upload ko dito. And now that I have FIBR, meron pa akong backlog na gusto ko i-upload. So I have 5 more games of League of Legends na na-record ko before that I'll upload here. If you don't watch League of Legends, don't worry. I'm not forcing you to watch or subscribe. It's just kaya hindi ko naman nilagay sa main channel ko eh. This is just an extra channel that I have that may grow, hopefully, someday. Action cam for 4,000 below. Actually, maraming action cam for na mura ngayon. And the quality is not bad. If you want better quality, you should go for the SJ cam. But I don't like action cams. Hindi, they're not for me. My problem with action cams is they're not designed for content creation as much as not designed for the content creation that I want, right? The content creation that is for action cams is more of activity type or hands-free type things. And imagine you can't easily make tech videos with an action cam. So when I do tech videos, I have to use maraming bokeh dapat or maraming close-up and whatnot. So action cams, they're not necessarily good for tech videos, and that's why I don't like them. And kung ganun lang din, your phone is a much better camera most of the time these days, and you don't need an action cam. You could put that 4,000 pesos into buying a better phone, which is what I'm holding here is the Zenfone 3. And by the way, kaka-update lang niya. Kanina, may bago na naman siyang update after Nougat. So, I mentioned this before nung nauso yung Cherry Mobile Explorer and whatnot. For an action cam, it's okay, 4,000 pesos. But unless you do a lot of action sports, most likely your money will be better spent on a better smartphone. Because the smartphone is a device that you use more than once a day. And more, you will always have your smartphone with you. But your action camera will never always be with you. Right? Your action camera will be, siguro kung sa sobrang sipag mo, dadalhin mo yan 3 times a week. And ano bang ginagawa mo 3 times a week that you would use an action camera for? Siguro kung madalas ka magmotor, madalas ka magbisikleta, may skateboard ka. Pero do you think lahat yun gagawa mo ng content? Kasi generally a lot of people will just be going to school, going to work, and then sa weekend, posible they might use the action camera if meron silang bakasyon. And for vacations, action cameras are good because vacations typically have a lot of water or cold or whatnot, and mas maganda yung action cam for those scenes. But in my opinion, if you spend the 4,000 pesos on a better smartphone, you will be getting a better camera with better stabilization and 4K video and quality that your everyday life will be improved by much more than your typical weekend getaways. Yun lang. And you can still use this on weekend getaways for the most part, unless you try to swim with, you want underwater shots. And how many underwater shots do you take a year? Underwater shots, how many underwater shots do you take in 1 year? Siguro once, 2 times a year? Unless sobrang dalas mo mag-beach, right? Okay na sana yung 500 voucher pang bawas presyo. Masaya only download ng Spotify. Hindi ako nagda-download ng Spotify, I just stream it eh. So naka-streaming tayo ng Spotify right now. I never thought, I've never actually parang wala, I'm a streaming kind of guy eh. Kasi maliit lang yung hard drive space ko eh. If you wanna see my hard drive, it's over here. So I have, actually, dahil naka-temporary install tayo, as you can see, meron akong 128 gig system drive, another 250 gig na junk drive. These are all my projects. And then meron akong, well, this is my SD card na nakakabit pa rin sa USB. Ang tawag dito, these are both SSD, so at least mabilis sila. Hindi ako mahilig sa storing everything eh. I don't like storing everything. Ang bilis siguro mag-upload ng videos sa 60 to 70 Mbps upload. Ilang minuto lang. I'm sure. Actually, pwede tayo mag-upload, kaya lang hindi ako pwede mag-log out sa current account ko dahil nagsistream tayo right now with the Techno class. After BTS mag-upload ako sa IM ko. I'm sure it's like a few minutes lang talaga. Oppo F3 Plus or OnePlus 3T. OnePlus 3T. Holy crap! That's not even a joke. That's kind of like no. That's no. Go for the OnePlus 3T if you can. Kuya, is the Zenfone 3 Zoom worth the price? Now, here's a good question, and I can't answer it just yet because I don't have a unit of the Zenfone 3 Zoom. This is my Zenfone 3 Standard, and that's the last unit I got from Asus to review. Hopefully, we can get a review unit of the Zoom. Currently, nung may nahawakan ako Zenfone 3 Zoom, nung Tag Heuer smartwatch launch ng connected, hindi ako na-impress sa camera, but I want to test it more kasi it could be just a bad situation for the camera. Based on, if you watch my other video, I have a video about the Zenfone 3 Zoom. I'm pretty sure you watched it kasi madalas naman kayo nanonood ng videos natin sa BTS. But I had a video of its prototype. So, asan yun? Ito. I made a video about the Zenfone 3 Zoom prototype. And I think
hey, what's up, guys? Alex
the
here from the
potential
Techno
of the Zenfone 3
and your typical
Zoom
JPEG does.
is very, very good based on the specs. Based on the specs that I read and were given to me, the potential of the Zenfone 3 Zoom is quite high, quite amazing. And if you watch the video, you'll know why. But currently, I need more evidence to be impressed. I took one shot dun sa pinahiram ako nahawakan ko yung Zenfone 3 Zoom. I took one shot of the stage dun sa Tag Heuer connected launch, and based on the screen na sa 1080p screen niya, zinoomin ko, I was like, that can't be that. It doesn't look that impressive. But that's, like I said, that was only with that unit of the Zenfone 3 Zoom. I don't know if that was a prototype or retail version. Number two, that's only one shot, and you can't review a phone with only taking one shot and basing on the screen of the phone by zooming it in like this. So, even though nasubukan ko na siya, nakakuha ko ng picture, I still want to try it on hands, with my own hands and with my own camera tests to say that actually it is good. Is it worth the price? If it can beat the Zenfone 3 Standard for image quality, then it is definitely worth the price because marami talagang, it's got a lot of things going for it. 5,000 milliamp hour battery. The Snapdragon 625 is a very good processor, same as the Zenfone 3 Standard. Now, kung tatanungin mo ako, maybe the OnePlus 3T would still be better though. Speaking of action scam, Koya, nag-interview ako so far Nag-interview ako, so far ginagamit nila every once a week kung kailangan lang nila. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Would you not rather spend the 4,000 pesos on a better smartphone? Kasi yun ang problem, especially sa mga when we're talking about Cherry Mobile Explorer, we're talking about, sorry to say the name, mga JJ people. No. May magagalit na naman sa akin yan. Sabi, tangina mo, JJ, tinawag mo mga Cherry Mobile users JJ. No. What I mean is, when we're talking about the Cherry Mobile Explorer, mga sobrang tipid, right? These are people who don't have money for a 8,000 peso smartphone or higher. And yet they spend their 4,000 pesos on an action cam they only use maximum once a week. Why not put your 4,000 pesos, include that with your 8,000 pesos for your smartphone budget, and buy a 12,000 peso smartphone instead of a 8,000 peso cheap, ugly smartphone that doesn't have a good camera and a action cam that is not even that good and not even used as often as you would want. Pwede naman ata bumili ng clip-on lens. That's something I wouldn't suggest. Typically, clip-on lenses are not very good quality, and they deteriorate the image quality a little bit. Even the best ones will deteriorate image quality by a little bit. Wala pang price zoom. Yeah, but sa international, it's like 24,000, right? Si Widget City may price na ng imported nilang zoom eh. So let's go to Widget City. Ito, 24,000. 23,900 kay Widget City si Zenfone 3 Zoom. And I think that'll be around the same price. It's not gonna be lower than this. It's more likely 24 or something. It's official. And if you don't know, Zenfone 3 Zoom will be launched here in the Philippines on April 6. I don't know if invited tayo, but we'll see. I think it's got its share of coverage naman here in the Philippines. So if you're looking for information about it, there's some information about it. IDM test. What is IDM test? My only problem about the Zenfone right now is the UI. Even the live preview of the camera is at 720p. What, really? The Zenfone Zoom? Wait, wow. Yeah, I mean, I think Asus needs a little tweaking of their software pa rin. A little bit. Even the Zoom na nasubukan ko sa Tag Heuer, I think it still needs a little bit of image quality tweaks. Kasi this happened with the Zenfone 3 Standard, right? When the Zenfone 3 Standard was an early prototype, or even during the launch period of 1 month before and 1 month after the product launched on Zenfone 3, the image quality of the Zenfone 3 was really bad, and video recording, even at 1080p, naglalag. So there was something wrong, and that's yung initial impressions was really bad. Thankfully, during the review phase, which came after the 1 month after the launch, everything was so much better. The 4K did not even lag, even 1080p, and so malaki yung na-improve between the 1 month before, 1 month after launch. And I'm hoping that even though retail units na yung nagsisirculate among bloggers right now, I'm hoping that even though retail units na yung nagsisirculate among the review bloggers right now, I'm hoping that it'll get better 1 month after the launch of the Zenfone 3 Zoom. But that's not guaranteed. And unfortunately, we can never guarantee something like that. It's just something I cross my fingers for, because the spec sheet on the camera of the Zenfone 3 Zoom, particularly not the zoomed in one, the non-zoomed in one, the standard angle, is very, very good. It's got full face detection autofocus on all pixels. It's 1.5 micron pixel depth. I forgot kung exact term. But we're talking about Galaxy S7 levels of quality here, and Galaxy S7 levels of autofocus. And hindi ko siya naramdaman nung nakahawak ako ng Zenfone 3 Zoom nung Tag Heuer connected launch. Nandun si Ison, I'm pretty sure. Baka kay Ison pa yung nagamit ko eh. I don't remember. So I'm hoping, si Ison is saying 720p yung preview ng image ng camera. I'm hoping that gets better in an update. The Zenfone 3 Zoom is already delayed, so I don't know. Let's cross our fingers. But also let's hope the price is not too high. You know, Asus has not had a good track record of keeping a low price point for their phones recently, and that's why sobrang thumbs down sila sa India right now. Much better kung magre-rent ka na ng action cam kung for vacation purposes lang naman eh. Total marami namang nagpaparent ng GoPro. Yeah, that's true, but in my opinion, you might not even need an action cam at all. Your smartphone could very well do the job, except for very rare cases, right? I think for 90% of vacations out there, a decent smartphone should do the trick. And then for the edge cases of 10%, where you really want to take pictures of underwater things, you have to ask yourself how much money does it matter if you did not take pictures of that event or not. I know in today's world, everything has to be taken. Everything must be taken a picture of, otherwise it did not happen. But ako personally, kung nag-enjoy ako sa bakasyon ko and I took 0 pictures, I would be happy, because I am not a person that shares everything online. I'm a little bit more private than the rest of the world right now. Sent you the actual files you took sa Google Drive. Google Drive. How do we get that? Google Drive. Kuya Ison, how do I get access to your Google Drive? This is... So, I think, our... What do you call this? Our tendency to want to take pictures of everything and share everything, I'm not one of those. I'm not a, hey, something happened, I gotta take pictures of it kind of guy. I am more of a, hey, something happened, I enjoy it personally. Kasi there is such a disconnect between the person taking pictures and the thing that is happening. Generally, So I want to be part of the event, not part of the person documenting the event. So sometimes the cameras will actually let you not have the experience that you wanted. Sometimes action cameras will let you not have the experience or the thing that you wanted, or they're not. The best case scenario is they'll not get in the way, but do you really have had those pictures taken and videos taken? Mamamatay ka ba kung wala kang video ng Palawan dive mo or something? Could you not just remember that underwater dive mo in your head and be happy that you did that? Do you always need physical evidence or digital evidence that you went on the underwater dive in Palawan? Because it's already here. Your life is already here, right? It's in here. Now, kung ulyanin ka, sure, you take pictures. Parang if 51st dates ka ni Drew Barrymore, sobrang obscure joke, I guess, or obscure reference. But your life experiences are in here. Taking pictures is generally for sharing or for personal remembrance and use. But generally, it's for sharing for a lot of people. And me, I'm not a sharing kind of guy, especially on social media. I'll share the heck out of it if we are to meet face to face. But on social media, I keep quiet. I'm not that kind of guy. Grabe makapag-compress ng video ang Facebook. Maski high-end na phone Nagiging cherry mobile ang dating pag uploaded na sa Facebook. Naka-tick naman yung HD sa settings, nasa ng hostisya. Yes! So that's why I don't stream on Facebook particularly. Because the quality on Facebook... Hey, Hungry Geeks Philippines, thank you for the subscribe. That's Eason, by the way. If you're not familiar, if you're see, Eason has a channel, Hungry Geeks Philippines. You subscribe to that as well if you want. Nasa si Eason, message to Eason about his photos. Let's see. All right, let's see what these pictures are. Here we go. Sharing 3928 by 2944. Yeah, tama. 12 megapixel. Yeah, naka-bokeh mode ba to? Now this is a decent picture, although not. Okay, let's. Naka 5 Mbps streaming tayo, so you'll be able to see this in a very good quality na these photos. So these are photos from the Zenfone 3 Zoom from Eason's Zenfone 3 Zoom. And I might say one or two things, but kayo na rin humusga for yourself. There you go. I think particularly this photo right here, I think you can do better. I think it could be sharper. It could be because medyo magalaw yung kamay nung kumuha nitong photo na to. But this is not as sharp as I would like it to be. Either that or nawala yung pagka-focus niya dito sa little twig na ito. I mean, it looks decent and it's definitely shareable online, but it's not a sharp photo by any means of the word if you were actually something of a photography person. Now this is sharp. This is much sharper, especially on the actual phone itself, the watch itself. I did not realize that fossil pala to, not the Tag Heuer. Yung fossil ni Eason to, most likely. Kasi yung fossil may flat tire. The Tag Heuer did not have a flat tire, if I'm not mistaken. So this is pretty good. The bokeh effect is pretty good. I don't know if this was done via software or not, but I think it's not. Kasi hindi naman sobrang blurred and it's more like macro shot siguro. This is pretty decent. It's sharp on the fossil watch. I'd say I wouldn't complain about this. This is perfectly fine for a smartphone camera. I mean, I'm sure if you have an S7 or iPhone 7, it could be sharper, but perfectly fine. This is a little blurry. May movement yung kamay, most likely. There's a little blurry down here. Medyo sharp on the top, slightly blurry down here. Decent, bokeh, whatever. This is the photo I took. I'm pretty sure this is the photo I took. I think this is 2.3 times zoom, or maybe not. And this is why I wasn't impressed. Kasi this is not an impressive shot overall. The guy is blurry. His hand is blurred. Although that is to be expected kasi gumagalaw yung kamay niya. But nothing in this photo is sharp. The background isn't sharp. The lady's face is kind of blurred. It's not sharp at all. His face is not sharp. None of it is sharp. Right? This is not a photo you will share online at all. Magpagtatawanan ka ng tao. Ano saan sabihin mo, taken by a cherry mobile or something. Now I think ako yung gumawa nitong both of these. This seems more like my up my alley, the wide angle. Kasi wide angle should be better. But this is not impressive. Si Asi Taulava nandito sa right side. Yung malaking tao na brown hair, si Asi Taulava yan nandito sa right side namin. But I'm not particularly impressed with this shot right here. Look at the lack of dynamic range in this shot. There we have a bright stage. We have some lights, and we have the crowd. And the crowd is a little bit too dark for my taste. The background is not. There's a little bit of noise dito sa ano. Yan, yung aura sale, as you can see right here. It's a little bit of noise here, and yung makita mo hindi na puti yung ano. I mean, it's obviously darker, but there's still noise. right? There's still noise. There's still noise there, and obviously yung, I mean, I agree. Admittedly, malayo yung stage, so you can't expect high quality, but it should hopefully still be sharp. But it's not. I guess it's because it's also 12 megapixels, so you can't pixel peep as much as the Zenfone 3 zoom because it's 16 megapixels. Pixel peeping is welcome. Um, Keep in mind, 12 megapixel is around 4K resolution, and 1080p is around 2 megapixels, right? So zooming into a 12 megapixel shot will easily go down to 1080p and lower. And if you think about it, 12 megapixel photos don't necessarily render quality na ini-expect niya mag-zoom in ka. Typically. So it is kind of, oh, meron pa. This is not impressive at all. That's not something I'm impressed with. Look at this. Okay, so we have an iPhone here. We have a Huawei P10 here, and the background, it's a little blurry. The background is a little blurry in a bad way. Kasi I think it's a motion blur. I don't know if the person shooting this was moving a little bit or what, but it was a crowded area and I would expect a little movement, but still, this is still not as sharp as it could be. Little mist color cast din. I mean, it could be the lighting kasi yung finger niya, it's a little blue, and obviously these should be black. These phones should be black, so it's got a little blue cast. But as far as sharpness is concerned, this is not sharp. Not as sharp as they could be, at least. But particularly, especially yung Huawei P10, it was not taken to be as sharp as it could be. Yung the iPhone fares a little better dun sa side niya, but it could be much more improved. I'm not trying to bash it. It's just I think the Zenfone 3 zoom could use a little bit more optimization. Oh, this is a better shot. This is more, ito. More sharp, less hand blur, less motion blur. This is more like it, but it's still a little dark. I mean, this kind of photo is perfectly fine to share, that's for sure. And all of these photos are pretty decent. But for somebody who was fully expecting iPhone 7 / alain UAE technology, for someone like me who was fully expecting Galaxy S7 or iPhone 7 levels, we're still much shorter. We're still coming up short compared to iPhone 7 and Galaxy S7. We're not getting there, and I don't know why. Kasi we have, especially in focus, when I tried to use it, it wasn't focusing as good as the Galaxy S7, even though the technology or the hardware behind both of these cameras, ng S7 and the Galaxy S7 and Zenfone 3 zoom, they have similar technologies. And I don't know why the Zenfone 3 zoom is still lagging when it comes to autofocus performance when they have similar technologies running on both. There needs to be some they need to figure that out. Grabe makapag-compress. Wait. So, yeah, one thing about Facebook video is sobrang compression ng Facebook video. That's why ang baba ng quality. And also, if you upload 1080p, they down render to 720. And that's why I also don't stream on Facebook, because the quality looks like shit. But I understand that Facebook video is more about low bandwidth, easy to share crap. And there's a ano ba? May pwesto. There's a what? My God, hindi ako makapag-isip ngayon. May purpose or may tamang panahon si Facebook video, and I think it's fine, but they should really improve the quality kasi nakakapanghinayang when you actually create a good quality video, i-upload mo sa Facebook, basura yung quality, lalabas. Farmer Sanchez, instead of capturing your vacation, take some ginkgo biloba so you'd remember the memories and experiences. Pero napansin ko pag kilalang Facebook page ang uploader ng video sa FB, super linaw maski. So that's also a thing. It's most likely because Facebook also gives priority and better quality bitrate videos um, to some of the better brands. Kung mapapansin mo, nung nauso yung Facebook Live, ang Facebook Live was streaming at sub 480p levels. Anybody who was doing Facebook Live was streaming at sub 480p, sub HD levels, sub SD levels kung tutusin. And it actually downgrades as your internet goes worse. What that does is, though, it makes streaming or Facebook Live available to a lot more people with a lot worse internet connections. And hindi naman lahat ng tao kahit sa ibang bansa have, fiber or whatnot. And sometimes, they're not always on their home connections, and they also have to wrangle their internet connections through mobile data. Even though maganda yung infrastructure ng ibang bansa, it's still not 100% guaranteed that mobile data will give you, at least 5 Mbps upload. But ang Facebook Live was, I think, 5.5 Mbps up or something. Sobrang baba ng quality. But that also facilitates more people to live stream and less drop live streams because hindi kaya ng internet connection mo. So that's a plus side of that. But for me, who is a kind of a image quality whore, it's like my PC Master Race mode where if it's not high image quality, it might as well stop doing it. I can't imagine myself streaming there. And obviously, I also have monetization on YouTube, so I'm a bit of a YouTube person na rin. But may time and place naman si Facebook eh. And nakita nyo when we did a Torque Mobile nung product launch ni Torque Mobile, we live streamed that on Facebook instead. Parang kami ni B-Boy nun was like, they gave us good Wi-Fi dun sa event place. So, and unfortunately, sobrang busy nung area and sobrang dami ng telepono, we could not effectively create a post-produced video with tripods, with everything na typical video that we make. So, sabi namin ni B-Boy, we have internet connection right now. We can Facebook Live this and have decent content coming out in a timely manner. It might not be as good quality as we could do when we do a post-produced video, but the fact is we can't do a post-produced video kasi halos 30 minutes na lang magliligpit na sila. That's one, and among other things because maskip dun sa venue. So what we decided to do was do a Facebook Live. And maganda naman. I mean, may mga tao naman nanonood ng Facebook Live, and what I did was re-download the Facebook Live and re-upload it to my YouTube for people on my YouTube to watch it. So may time and place si Facebook Live, understandably. And engagement on Facebook is very high. So that's for one. So I think it's good. It's just not as good quality. If you want to watch good quality, you wanna go to Facebook or Twitch if it's a video game stream. May monetization na ba sa FB Live? Not for average Joe Schmo and Joe Jane. Not for average Joe Janes. Ang may monetization lang sa FB Live is big brands on Facebook. So yung mga big companies, media companies, I don't know exactly the name. I'm gonna say Wall Street Journal or mga Now This, yung mga nakikita nyo Now This, I think monetize yung Now This. But small Joe Schmo and Joe and Jane Schmo and you and me, wala tayong access to monetization. However, katulad ni B-Boy, he mahilig siyang mag-upload sa Facebook. In-enable niya na yung content copyright police or ano niya. Para ang maganda, Facebook already has infrastructure to detect if hindi sa'yo yung in-upload mo. So, si B-Boy, ina-upload niya yung videos niya minsan sa Facebook because Facebook will notify him kapag may kumopya ng content niya and in-upload sa ibang Facebook page. And I think that's a good feature. Ang susunod na lang is monetization. Wala pa ring monetization for me and B-Boy. But at least, may nahuhuli na si B-Boy na nagre-re-upload ng videos niya sa Facebook. And meron na siyang nahuli one or two. Not necessarily big name people, but just some people who are like, they don't know any better and just re-upload videos. Like, people who are just leeching your views, basically. And nakatawa kasi yung Nintendo Switch unboxing ko sa YouTube, may nag-re-download sa kanya, may in-upload siya sa sarili niyang channel. And ang ginawa niya, nilagyan niya ng robotic intro and robotic outro. Hi guys, this is the Nintendo Switch review. Ganun siya, yung robot na. Tapos, yung ginawa niya sa boses ko, change pitch niya, nilower niya yung voice ko. This is the Nintendo Switch. Tapos, syempre, nireklamo ko sa YouTube. Tinanggal na ni YouTube. Sana, those kinds of people, I mean, they're leeches, but they will always happen, unfortunately. All you can do is protect yourself. Ang senator natin, nagpe-plagiarize nga ng speeches. So, wala na tayong magagawa sa iba pang tao, kung tutusin. Alright! That's a lot of kwentuhan, guys. That's a lot of kwentuhan. So, should we talk about the Oppo? So we talk about Oppo. Oh, merong si Energizer nga pala. I don't know if we should talk about all of the Energizer phones. Are they good? Are the prices good? Wala palang prices dito sa website nila. Nakakatawa yung yung website, yung pangalan ng nila. Astig Communications Group. Tapos may Philippine map, which is slightly questionable kasi may pagka-MyPhone yung kanilang may pagka-MyPhone yung dating nung kanilang logo. Astig Communications Group. Konti na lang MyPhone Communications Group. May Philippine map and then may 8 studded star. Wala palang price dito sa website nila. I think sa Unbox merong price list. We have an octa-core Energy S550 Plus VR, Marshmallow, 5.5 HD. It's not full HD? Ugh, okay. Energy S600. So I wonder kung ano yung pinaglalaban ni Energizer dito. Is it big batteries? Kasi Energizer battery, right? Overpriced din yung Energizer. Hindi ko maalala kung saan ko nabasa. Yugatech ata or Unbox. Yeah, I don't want to discuss this too much kasi I think mahal siya eh. And Energizer has never been, competitive on that front. We'll let's see, Energizer. We'll Google it and see who comes up. Whoever comes up, we'll Google it. Energizer hard case. Let's see. Iba yung lumilitaw. So it's an Energizer brand pala talaga yung hard case. Dual core? Uso pa yung dual core? What the heck? 1 gigahertz quad core? What the heck? Lollipop pa to. I know they were selling phones na before. Kaya hindi naman ako nagulat na meron na sila. But nabalita sila recently, so I thought it was good enough to actually discuss, but maybe not. Let's look for the Energy S600. Ito may price sila sa Facebook nila ata. 12,149. That's not too bad. Let's go for the... So, ang mataas nilang Android phones, or at least competitive Android phones sila, is the S550, S500, and S600 it looks like. And they range from 8,222 to 11,000. What are these prices though? These are some of the weirdest pricing. 8,222, 11,010. What? Can you just round them off? Ang weird. May 14,000. What is this 14,000? Quad core. Baba yung specs ito ah. Not that then. Ito yung S600. I think this is their highest spec. So we have a 1.3 GHz octa-core, Android Marshmallow, 6-inch HD. So hindi siya full HD. 2 GB RAM. Oh my god, ang baba ng specs. Kuya, ano yung March 29 na event ni Samsung? March 29 event ni Samsung will be the launch of the Galaxy S8, which we'll actually talk about. Marami ng leaks and I actually want to talk about some of the leaks. Samsung will be launching the Galaxy S8. Don't worry, kung gising kayo ng madaling araw, we will live stream the new Galaxy S8 launch. Pinapawisan ako sobra, sobrang pawis ko. Baka magaya lang sa Hyundai phones yan. Baka mas mura pa yung Hyundai phones eh. Let's close that. Nobody's interested in this. Sorry, Energizer. Alright, Oppo? Well, let's talk about the S8. So, ito. Here are some of the official Samsung Galaxy S8 accessories and their price tags. So, ang nakakatawa sa Galaxy S8, it looks like 100% confirmed na that the fingerprint scanner is over here next to the camera and it's off-center. You know, so here's the camera right here. So, this is Isa Dilaw. Here's the camera. Obviously, this is a case, so huwag nyo expect that it looks like this. But here's the camera right here on the phone. And may fingerprint scanner siya dito. It's not even below the camera. It's to the left of the camera for some reason, to the right of the camera for some reason. What kind of design is that? I mean, sure, Samsung might not be trying to compete to copy other brands that have fingerprint scanners underneath the camera, which is usong-uso. But why would you put the fingerprint scanner to the offset the camera in the same height? That's so weird. Now, if you don't know the reasoning behind the fact that nilagay ni Samsung yung fingerprint scanner niya sa likod, right next to the camera, is the rumors are saying, and I think these rumors are almost confirmed or good enough to believe, is Samsung was actually experimenting with a fingerprint scanner na built-in sa display. Built-in sa display, basically you only put your finger on the display and malalaman niya na yung fingerprint mo. Currently, no display can actually read your fingerprint when you touch the display. Obviously, it only reads your touch. But Samsung was experimenting on a new technology where the display can actually read your fingerprint. Not the entire display. A small part of the display on the lower side of the phone can read your fingerprint. And ang rumor sinasabi is hindi umabot sa pagka-develop ng S8 yung on-screen fingerprint reader nila. And that's a bit unfortunate because they had to rush this solution here, which involves having a fingerprint scanner offset the camera bump. Offset the camera. So, merong ano dito, what is it?
欢迎收看本期的搞基贩卖，我是钟文泽。很有可能就是对应那台陶瓷。首先是 S8 的镜头模组大小与 S7， 在没有真机上手之前，很多人都在识别键的位置到底输不输。
So this is a S8 dummy daw. It looks nice. Oh, okay, so abot naman ng finger, and it actually doesn't seem so bad. It's just weird. It's just weird. Without the screen, since it's it's a working unit. Wait, this is a S7. Okay. Okay, so here's the dumb unit. Parang mali. Oh, nice. Interesting. Parang mas madali siya sa kamay because parang mas manipis siya. Interesting. Kung mapakita yung bisikleta sa akin, dyan ako na-injure. Oh, God. Interesting. So, hindi siya lumaking phone. Actually, lumiit pa siya as a phone. That's interesting. Very promising. It's just a little bit unfortunate na yung fingerprint scanner niya is not the targeted good fingerprint scanner underneath the display. Sad. Ito yung nabasa ko na parang surprising ako, na-surprise ako. Apparently, malakas yung benta ni Lenovo ng Moto M. If you don't know the Moto M, we talked about it recently. I made a video about it. And it sold 3 million units. What? That's a successful product launch. If it the handset is now on its way. Wait, according to a new and sadly unsourced report, more than 3 million Moto M units have been sold. Makes Moto M one of Lenovo's best-selling mid-rangers of the past couple of years. Sales in China have been particularly impressive. Okay, so wala lang, just something interesting. Also, supposedly, ang presyo daw ni S8 is gonna be 400,000. Wait, 40,000? Tama ba? So, 829 euros. Yeah, oh my god. The launch of S8 here in the Philippines, I think, will be may event si Samsung on the 30th to actually coincide with the launch of the S8 internationally. So we'll likely know the local price of the S8 very soon as well. Most likely next week. But you can't hold me. Tag dito, we'll have to wait and see. Things could change anyway, so we don't know. But most likely we'll have the price of the S8 and full specs and everything by BTS next week. Okay, so I clicked on a lot of links. The Android O developer preview is out. That's nice. I like the new picture-in-picture video and better battery life. Ang problema, this doesn't matter to you unless you're using a Pixel, Nexus, or Android One. Kasi nobody gets updates. Ano to?
강할那个是啥子机器哈？
What?
강할那个是啥子机器哈？
There you go, a fully working S8 leak video. Bixby. So I don't know why Samsung is still developing its own audio assistant when Google Assistant is perfectly fine, right? Baka for 45,995 and 49,995 ang estimated price. That sounds about right. Grabe ang mahal, ano? There was a time when flagship phones was 25 and 30,000. Let's just say 30,000, 29,990. There was a time na ganun lang yung flagship phones. I understand the peso is really shitty right now. Well, magkano yung 51 pesos? Oh, hindi, 50.19. I understand that our peso has devaluated a lot. And that makes sense. But also in other countries, the prices are high. Kasi it used to be $600 for flagship phones before. Now we're pushing $800 for flagship phones, or $750. So it's not because of the peso dollar conversion for the most part. It's also because flagship phones are getting more expensive. And me personally, I don't understand why the prices are getting higher. I mean, sure, the technology is getting better, but can't you just make the same priced phone with better technology that you could argue that will eventually land in that price? Parang ganon is what I mean, right? Or are we just getting so much more technology per phone that prices have to get higher? Kasi I thought we were capped at 30K. And nung lumabas yung Note 4, 35, and so what? Yung S5 was 30, or S6? Yeah, S5 was 30, Note 3 was 35. And I was thinking back then, nung 35, I think we're pushing the boundary now of smartphone costs. But right now it looks like the iPhone prices are actually getting better. That's how bad it is for flagship pricing. And uh, you've heard me bash about this before, but why the heck did the Huawei P10 become 10,000 pesos more expensive? The Huawei P9 and P9 Plus is 22,000 and 28,000 or 27. Why the heck did the P10 go straight to 30,000 plus? And wait, magkano yung P10? May price na ba sa Philippines? P10 review ng Yugatech. May price na sa Yugatech? Tumaas yung price and I thought Huawei knew better. I thought Huawei was starting to learn that they should not price their phones against Samsung, against Apple. I thought they had a good idea by launching the P9 at 22,000 pesos. It's a perfect price for perfect use of the perfect. It's a perfect device for the price. What would you buy for 22K anyway? Wala. It's a really good phone. And what makes it better than usual? It's the price. But why did Huawei go back to being overpriced anyway? I had issues when they launched the Huawei Mate 8. Yeah, Mate 8. Because it was pushing 1080. It was just a 1080 display. No optical stabilization if I remember correctly. And it was 30,000 pesos. I'm not paying 30,000 pesos for that. Because there's the Nexus 6P. The Nexus 6P is infinitely better than your non-stock, no stabilization, no Quad HD display phone. I don't care kung ano pa yung sasabihin mong other things better yan. But when you're priced at 30,000 pesos, you're competing at a level that deals in Quad HD, stabilized 4K video, and a lot more. So, don't step up to the 30,000 peso plate unless you got something nice. And I thought Huawei learned their lesson when they priced the Huawei P9 at 22,000 pesos. This phone made me respect Huawei back in 2016. Gave them major respect and props because they said, here's a flagship phone with no compromises. Here's a flagship phone with no compromises. Got fast charging, excellent cameras, excellent display, amazing build quality and design for 22,000 pesos. Why did they have to go and sell the newer version of this for 30,000 pesos plus? Why did they have to ruin that? Why can't they just make a new version of this? I don't understand. Did you know that? Would you think that the P10 will be successful? Or would you think the P9 would have been successful if it were 30,000 pesos? I don't think so. I don't think nobody would notice this phone if it were 30,000 pesos. So I think we have a problem with the P10, particularly because of that. I don't necessarily think the newer technology with the 20 megapixel monochrome camera on the new version warrants the extra cost. And only the P10 Plus gets higher specs. So dati yung P9 and P9 Plus, there's not a lot of difference except bigger screen size and bigger battery. The resolution of the screen is same, the cameras are the same. But on the P10 and P10 Plus, there's a reason why there's a difference now. The P10 Plus has a Quad HD display. So I understand now the difference. You've differentiated the two phones now. But I still don't understand the pricing. Yun lang nasasabi ko. The P10 Plus I could forgive because it's Quad HD now and it's got better specs. But the P10 standard with the full HD display, same as this guy, full HD. I don't understand why it's 30,000. May price na ba? It's initially priced at 649, roughly 34,400. converted, though the local price will be much lower in vicinity of 24K. Really? Okay. I hope so. I hope so. Unfortunately, wala pang launch yung Huawei dito ng P10. Magandang tanong din kung naka-Galaxy S7 ka, willing ka pa bang gumastos ng over 40K para sa S8? That's a good question. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a person that will spend 40,000 more. I'm not a person that will spend more than 30,000 pesos on a smartphone. Kasi I know I'll be buying a new smartphone soon anyway. And thankfully, I've already set my standards for certain phones. And I've already created hard limits to certain things. Current hard limit ko is pag wala siyang keyboard, di ko siya that's why I only have the BlackBerry Priv and also Zenfone 3, right? Meron sa ibang FB groups may nagpost na gahanap ng OnePlus 3T swap sa kanyang S7. Really? Okay, so let's talk about what are we talking about? Let's actually talk about new phones. Wait lang. Let me just check on everything. Everything's running. Everything's fine. All right. So our first, I guess we'll start with the Oppo F3 Plus, which was recently announced by Oppo. Wala pa rin akong invite, but that's okay. Perfectly fine with that. Also, pilay ako nung nag-event yung Oppo F3, so I can, even if I was invited, I couldn't go. All right, let's talk about this phone. I think for the most part, Oppo is doing good, and you and us, we're not the target market for this brand because this is more of a fashion lifestyle brand, and tayo, we are all for the specs. But I wouldn't fault you if you wanted one of these guys. But if we're just to discuss the specs alone, and that's usually what we do because we like bang for buck stuff. This is not a good bang for bucks phone. I understand there are features here that are interesting. I don't think it's worth the money. But let's talk about it. So Oppo F3 Plus was just announced by Oppo, and I think the pre-orders are going on right now. This is priced at 23,900. Tama ba? I'm pretty sure nag-vlog na si B-Boy or something. Okay, si Rappler says 23,990. So 24,000 pesos. That's what I expected. That's a little pricey. That's a little pricey. Dude, you can buy a P9. You can buy a P9 for that. And may sukli ka pa. So, would I say the Oppo F3 Plus is better than the P9? Hell no. I'd buy the P9 any day. Kahit na 1-year-old na to, I'd still buy a P9 any day. And if the P10 is priced at 24, that would be a steal. But let's talk about this guy. Dual selfie camera, one for selfie, one for group selfie. Now, I think this is a good implementation of the wide-angle dual lens. Grab it 20 plus K for the F3 Plus. Yeah. It's not for everybody. And marami nagrereklamo about this kasi the Oppo F1 Plus was much cheaper. It was 12,000 something. And a lot of people were expecting a price of around 15 plus for the new selfie-centered Oppo phone, right? So a lot of people are understandably upset because the price of the Oppo F3 Plus is twice the last selfie phone from Oppo. And I think, to be honest, I think Oppo F1 Plus is a complete fluke from the brand. I think it's just... Kasi Oppo is known for overpriced devices, right? The Oppo R7, the Oppo whatever, the lines before Oppo F1, they were pushing 30,000 pesos for specs that are worth 15, right? I won't lie. They had Snapdragon 615 phones for 25,000 pesos plus. Snapdragon 615. You wouldn't pay more than 15,000 pesos even back then, nung bago yung Snapdragon 15, for a Snapdragon 15 phone. But Oppo is asking you for 25 plus and whatever. Right? So, Oppo is not known for affordability. However, they did come up with the Oppo F1 Plus, which is very popular. And I myself am not recommending the Oppo F1 Plus because the specs are really low for 12,000 pesos. We're talking about a 720p display and a MediaTek processor, octa-core. And you can get much better than octa-core full 720p for 13,000 pesos, 12,000 pesos. But it was popular because it was marketed as a selfie phone, and I think it had above average front-facing camera, so it might as well be marketed as a selfie phone. But Oppo became known as being the selfie affordable smartphone generally for 2016. And I think they became nakalimutan ng tao how overpriced Oppo used to be. The Oppo R7, which is Snapdragon 615 for 25k and plus. Just remember na in the shadows pa rin yung F3. I wonder what happened to that. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the F3. I think hindi na nila tinuloy. I don't know. I'm not familiar with a lot of the Oppo smartphones, but currently they only have the F3 Plus. So Oppo F3 Plus is kind of a return to form to Oppo, where their prices are a little higher than usual, and a lot less consumer friendly. Kasi dito consumer friendly sa Pilipinas is more like 10,000 pesos, around there, give or take a few thousand pesos. That's our consumer friendly market these days. And being 24,000 pesos, that's nowhere near consumer friendly anymore. And not a lot of people who are just casual selfie users will want to spend 24,000 pesos just to get slightly better front-facing shots. But I digress. Let's talk about the Oppo F3 Plus, because I think it's not as bad as it would come out to be, but I think you can definitely do better with the money you spend. Baka mas mabenta pa si Vivo V5 Plus at 19,990. Yeah. I remember the Vivo V5. That's why I hate selfie phones. They're so overpriced, man. So one technology no Oppo F3 Plus is dalawa yung selfie camera niya. And I think this is a good implementation. If I were to choose between, some weird implementation of dual cameras with bokeh mode or some bullshit like that, this piece of shit, that's what. This one, I mean, there are actual merits to the dual cameras on the Huawei P9. I don't think it comes nearly enough to actually matter. So that's one thing. But for this one, the selfie camera has a wide-angle version, and there's also a non-wide-angle version. And I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good way to do it. Kasi you generally take a lot of selfies. Or you also generally take a lot of group selfies. And there are some selfie dual lenses that are bullshit technologies like bokeh mode and some bullshit like that. And I think it might work with some people, but it's so artificial and ugly effect that I hope nobody uses it. It's there because it can trick people, but it actually just makes my eyes bleed because you can really see the blemishes of the software rendering ng blur niya. Anyway, so here we have the wide angle selfie. If you want wider angle, more people in the shot, and then you have the regular selfie if you want to just get yourself. That's a good way to do it. One 16 megapixel camera and one 8 megapixel wide. Okay, so 16 megapixel is the main. Also the 16 megapixel rear camera. Okay, IMX. What's this? IMX 398 1/2.8 inch. So this is not the biggest sensor you can get. Typically, ang biggest sensors you can get for smartphones these days is 1/2.3 inch. And being the divisor, the smaller number the divisor, the bigger the sensor, right? 1/2.8 is closer to 1/3 inch. So it's a 1/3 inch. 1/2.3 is more like 1/2 inch, so 1/2 inch, right? So I'm just giving you an estimate of the size of the sensor. So smaller the number of the denominator, the bigger the sensor. It's still a respectable sensor at 1/2.8, but the aperture is definitely not as good. Even if it's f1.7, the sensor size will make it worse because the aperture is multiplied by sensor size, right? If you have an f1.8 aperture in a full frame camera, that's massive. That aperture is like this big, bigger than this. That's f1.8 and a full sensor camera, full frame camera. And ang 1.8 ng 1/2. Ang aperture ng 1/2.8 inch na 1.7, mas maliit pa siguro sa butas nitong ng ano ko. Yan, mas maliit pa siguro diyan. So, it's relative to your sensor size. So, it doesn't matter so much. The sensor size matters more. But it's nice that it's f1.7. And I think wala siyang dual PDAF focusing. That's nice. I don't think it's optical stabilized. That's a missed opportunity right there. Ultrafine 6-string antenna lines, improved Wi-Fi performance. Let the details talk. I mean, it's a nice looking phone, that's for sure. I mean, Oppo really does know. I mean, even back then when the Oppo phones were kind of overpriced, their software was really good. The design, the software design is nice. The speed of the software was actually decent as well. Fingerprint scanner, VOOC flash charge, that's also good. Oh, it's got 4,000 milliamp hours. Oh yeah, this is a near 6-inch phone nga pala. Okay, 4 gig RAM, 64 gig RAM. That's a thumbs up. And all new color OS. I mean, it's fine. I just prefer stock Android. All right, let's look at the specs here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there are conflicting ano dito eh. So MSM 8976. So some are saying it's using a Snapdragon 625. Some are saying it's Snapdragon 652. So let's just confirm it. 652. Okay, Snapdragon 652. So I have a problem with the Snapdragon 652. It's not 14 nanometer processor. And the problem with Snapdragon 652 being not 14 nanometer, I mean, it's a more powerful device versus a Snapdragon 625. But the battery efficiency is much less. So we are at 28 nanometer process on the Snapdragon 652. So in terms of burst performance, I guess is what I should say. In terms of burst performance, the Snapdragon 652 should outperform the 625. But in the long run, I think the 625 will win outright. Particularly when it comes to heat dissipation, thermal performance, and battery life. And when it comes down to gaming for at least 1 hour, let's say gaming at an hour. Ang problem ko with the 652 is overheating, right? It will still overheat. 28 nanometer is still one of those processors that will use so much power that the processor will heat up. Nandun pa rin tayo eh. It's not as bad as I'm making it look, but if I were to choose, I would prefer Snapdragon 625. Now, like I said, the 652 has particularly a better GPU, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, merong benchmarks dito if we want to compare it. Let's see. Let's look for a Snapdragon 625. Right here. Okay, here we go. So let's see. I didn't know Notebook Check had detailed benchmarks on new mobile processors. Let's see here. Benchmarks. Let's just look for good. Wala sila. Oh, 3D Mark. All right, let's do 3D Mark. Average is 13819 for the 625. Okay. 13819. 3D Mark R Storm Extreme Physics. Wait, if physics is ano is no. Physics is CPU not GPU. What's a good way to test? Wala siyang Antutu eh. Geekbench, Velamo, Octane, 3D Mark. Physics na lang talaga. Walang iba eh. Quadrant Standard. Uso pa ba yung Quadrant Standard? Let's do Quadrant Standard then. 37065 for the 625. Quadrant Standard ng 652. 37972. Maliit lang yung difference, oh. By about 900 points. 900 points. Let's look at the 3D Mic R Storm. Oh, ito OpenGL ES30. May OpenGL ES ba yung isa? Walang OpenGL. So let's compare 3D Mic R Storm Extreme Physics 1080. Okay. 13819 sa 625. X Storm Extreme Physics. Wait, what? Hindi, wala. Unlimited Physics 720. Okay, Unlimited Physics 720. Okay. Alright, so 625 got a score of 15798, right? Average. For 3D Mark Unlimited Physics 720p off screen. And then the 652 got a lower score, 11305. That's a difference of 4,000 points. I think lumilitaw dito yung thermal issues eh. That's the problem with the thermal issues on 28 nanometer processors, right? Kasi unlimited physics yan eh. This is a long benchmark to perform. So the longer the benchmark, the more thermal issues and power issues will make or break your benchmark, right? If it was just a short benchmark, the burst performance ng 652 will be better. But in the long run, the 625 will win because hindi siya nag-overheat, so it will perform at a better clock speed for longer period. And the battery will be much better. I think the 625 is really good processor. Really good processor. I think it should deserve an award kung may award lang talaga yung processors, but wala. So the Oppo F3 Plus is using a 652. Okay? We're Android Marshmallow. Sana naman ginawa na nila nugat, but I digress. 4 gigs RAM, 64 storage, 4,000 mAh battery, and then 16 megapixel main camera, support 4K video. We have a 6-inch 1080p display, book charge, and what else? IPS display. We have a 16 megapixel plus 8 megapixel wide to front, dual tone LED flash, dual nano SIM cards or nano and micro SD, so that's a hybrid SIM slot. And that's about it. That's the Oppo F3 Plus. Wala bang video si Oppo dito? Wala bang Oppo web YouTube channel we can watch? There we go. Here we go. We can watch some of these Oppo F3 Plus. Let's subscribe to this channel. Nakasubscribe na pala ako. Let's watch their video. Oppo F3 Plus. Ang ikli lang ng video. What's up, Pinay Screen Cash? 16 megapixel selfie. Good video, but I like the music.
Oppo camera phone.
Baka makapiright ako, kuya. Panoorin natin yung video ni B-Boy. Hey, what's up, Nyaw Nyaw? Ito, panoorin natin yung B-Boy, yung video ni B-Boy sa Oppo F3 Plus.
Hey, what's up guys? B-Boy here, and this is the hands-on of the new Oppo F3 Plus. This is Oppo's newest offering and the predecessor to their selfie expert F1S. So what's new here is now it boasts a dual lens sensor that features a 16 megapixel and at the same time a 8 megapixel 120 degrees wide angle lens. Well, basically the dual camera system features a toggle in the camera app that lets the user click that and it can switch from a regular field of view to a wide
I wonder
angle
if
lens,
someone would actually dismantle one of those lenses at 6 talaga yung
while the
salamin.
rear, it
I
now
think that,
features a 16
yeah.
megapixel
I don't think it actually matters how many lenses are
IMX
inside.
398 sensor
Kasi
with a wide 1.7 aperture.
There is no
the
proven
bokeh effect is now possible. Now the phone is currently
there's no proven reason why fewer lenses or more lenses are better or worse than the other. If you pag malaking discussion yan sa mga sa photography, like especially at DSLR communities. Like typically it's like what 9 lenses in 3 groups or something like that in description niya. Dito sa smartphone they just say we're using 9 lenses, and it doesn't really matter so much as it's just a spec that nobody understands. Kasi you could be using 50 lenses, but if those lenses were terrible, you would still get a bad lens. Now, there are people who want less lenses because that would mean the image passes through less glass and the image would deteriorate less. Meron naman tao that want more lenses because they adjust the image or make the image slightly better in some cases. But tawag dito, for the most part, I don't think it matters, especially on smartphones. Smartphones is more of how they interpret these images, less about what kind of lenses they're using. It's nice that if you get a branded lens though, it's nice that you can get like a reliable lens like Carl Zeiss or something. So it does matter to a certain extent, but not because you could just say, we got 9 lenses on this thing. That's awesome, right? Right? Wait, how do you just? Would you recommend the Moto Z Play over the F3 Plus given the price tag? The Moto Z Play is nice, but before you make that decision, I want to remind everybody that Digital Walker now offers the OnePlus 3T. And it was made available today at March 25. Obviously, it's March 26 right now because it's just past midnight. But yesterday or a few hours ago, the OnePlus 3T, we talked about this last week already, but the OnePlus 3T was made available by Digital Walker with full 2 years warranty, official warranty, I don't know, 1 year local warranty, with full supported 1 year warranty with actual ZAG HD screen protector daw for $24,990, which is basically $25,000. And we're talking about flagship specs here. This is optically stabilized 16 megapixel camera? Yeah, optically stabilized 16 megapixel camera, full HD display, fast charging, fingerprint scanner, Snapdragon 821. It will blow your mind. I know 2016 pa yung Snapdragon 821 or late 2016 pa yung 821, but you can never get Snapdragon 821 for 25,000 anywhere else, especially in the Philippines. If you're in India, you can get it from a lot more places than the Oppo, the OnePlus 3T. But OnePlus 3T is well-respected phone. A lot of people love it. It's got Android Nougat now, and the software is very good, the Oxygen OS or something. It's got 6 gigs of RAM. The OnePlus 3, which is not available in the Philippines, has 4 gigs of RAM. OnePlus 3T has 6 gigs of RAM or something like that. I don't remember. But this is the absolute bang for buck smartphone right now. When I say bang for buck, it's not about the design, it's not about the selfie, it's not about the coolness factor. It's specs price to performance ratio. This is the highest performing smartphone you can get for 25k. And even though I think the Zenfone 3 might be is a really good camera, I think this might be a better camera than this. But I would want to test it. I don't have a OnePlus 3T, unfortunately, so I can't test it. But if you're, I'm gonna put my money on the OnePlus 3T's camera being better than the Zenfone 3 standard, and that's high praise because I think the Zenfone 3 standard camera is amazing. The OnePlus 3T only supports the only band 3 for globe. Will that affect the LTE performance? Wait, really? Anong version ba ng OnePlus 3T in-import nila? So, the thing with the OnePlus 3T, they didn't specify which variant of OnePlus 3T is available here. Kasi let's go to GSM Arena and look at the variants. But I think it shouldn't matter so much. Let's see here. So, a new variant. So the global model has LTE band 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So it doesn't matter yung iba. 1, 3, 5, and 7. That should cover Smart and Globe perfectly fine. 1, 3, 5, and 7. I think Smart is 3, right? Wait, tama ba? Or 1? I'm pretty sure it's 2100 and 1800. I think we're perfectly fine. I think it won't affect your data speeds at all. And also because Globe isn't not that fast for LTE anyway, so I don't think it will matter so much. But it's worth looking into. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but it's worth looking into before buying one. Although I'd say you're 85% safe. You will not have problems. I say 85% because you could always improve your signal performance. Because, for example, the Huawei has amazing LTE. And obviously Huawei has been in the telecommunications business much longer than Huawei has been building. Sila yung gumagawa ng antennas ng yung mga signal antennas, yung mga signal towers. Huawei technology yun eh. So I think they know a thing or two about better antenna technology. So sometimes I use the Huawei P9 to upload videos because it's so fast. The LTE performance on the Huawei P9 is much faster than I've seen on my other smartphones. It's not a huge difference, like it's about 130% or 30% faster than my other phones, but I think it's a big difference when you're talking about 10 Mbps and 13 Mbps or whatnot. That being said, I don't think people will be in the same location as where I have a good line of sight with some of the big LTE antennas here. And also, thankfully, may fiber na tayo, so I wouldn't have to do that anymore. Yes, thank God. So I think you're safe, but it will definitely matter. I want to know which version of OnePlus 3T we get, but I think it should be the global model here with the band 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 20, 38, 40. Wala siyang 700 though. 700. I think it's safe. The harder LTE band to actually get is yung Smart, which is, I don't remember. Smart LTE band. 2100. Okay, 2100. So you're fine with Smart then kasi 2100 eh. Yeah, that's correct. Nyaw, may fiber na ako. I know. Pangarap nating dalawa. So yeah, I think the OnePlus 3T is bang for buck as well. And if you're gonna spend like 24,000 already for the Oppo F3 Plus, if you're looking for better specs anyway, and if you're maybe like a gamer or something like that, you might consider getting the OnePlus 3T instead of the Oppo F3 Plus. it might not give you the best selfies, and it'll just be decent selfies. But I'm not a selfie-centric person anyway. So and I hope you may be not. So OnePlus 3T might be a better choice for you. Keep in mind the Snapdragon 821 is a 14 nanometer processor. 14, yeah, there you go. So it's battery efficient, like 2 times battery efficiency and everything. Kuya, lakas ng audio ng video. Kaka-copyright kita. Kuya, may Sensodyne ba yan? Kasi alam ko mainit sensor niyan. Malakas yung music? Music ko? As in yung desktop music? Baba ko pa ng konti. Yan, binaba ko ng about a tenth. Papakidlatan ko. Summoning lightning card. Huwag mo akong parade, Kuya B-Boy. Huwag mo akong gawing Kim Store. Masaya akong nakamit mo ang pangarap natin. Thank you, Nyaw Nyaw. Okay, so that's the Oppo F3 Plus. Ano pa ba yung gusto kong sabihing topics dito? Ano sabi ni B-Boy? Nag-message si B-Boy. Ha? Ano sinasabi? Meron na rin. Annoying siya. Sabi ni B-Boy, meron na rin siya nitong pop-up na ng pop-up na post. Annoying siya eh. Malakas yung desktop music. Baka yung baka yung YouTube video. I understand. Kasi naka-max yung YouTube videos, yung desktop audio ko. Pero yung Spotify lang yung mababa yung volume. Okay, let's see here. Tapos na tayo sa Oppo F3 Plus. Tapos na to, tapos na yan. Android O. May bagong notification shade. Quick settings. App badges. Settings menu. System UI tuner. Status bar. Lock screen. Picture in picture. Man, I'm excited for Android O. It's just that none of my phones will get Android O most likely. So ano pa ba yung gusto kong pag-usapan? Nakalimutan ko na. I think we might be I think that might be the last of our topics. Mukha na pag-usapan ko na lahat eh. Na nakalimutan ko lang. Ano to? Sir O Plus Notepad 4G 2.0. What is that? Wait, ano yung nilagay ko sa listahan ko ba? May listahan ako. I put in... oh yeah, okay. So Oppo F3 Plus tapos na. Oh, by the way, Super Mario Run is available na. Super Mario Run is available for Android users na. It's not the best game ever, but you know, it's free for the first few levels. Oh, I want to talk about this. Wait, si Star Mobile may bagong feature phone. Let's talk about that. Let's check my emails. Kasi nasa email ko yun eh. Let's see here. OnePlus 3T. Star Mobile. May bagong feature phone si Star Mobile. This one. Oh, no. What? Wait, what? Oh, there we are. Okay, let's read this. Star Mobile is adding 2 dual SIM feature phones to its lineup of four Volvo and mobile devices, B208 and B306. B208 and 306 available starting the third week of March and the middle of April, respectively, are accessibly priced dual SIM feature phones that have long battery lives. B208 priced at $599 can last 120 hours. 306 priced at $899 can enough power 2 weeks. Okay. So ito yung isa. Like, which one is this? B208. This is the $599 peso phone. And see B306. Oh, this is another color of the B208. I think 3D render pa rin to kasi hindi pa masyadong, seems like kind of weird yung some of the parts of the phone. That's a B208 priced at 600 pesos. B306, oh, interesting. this seems more like it. This seems more like a phone I would like to use. That's 899 pesos. I guess may Wi-Fi ito or something, right? Comes with an FM radio, camera with flash, expandable memory, flashlight, and supports multimedia playback. Meanwhile, the B306 is equipped with a flashlight, super loudspeaker, perfect for sharing music and videos, and camera with video recording. Comes in gray, gold, and black. So I guess wala silang Wi-Fi or anything. My bad, but there you go. There's the new feature phones from Star Mobile. Let's move on. Ano pa yung isa kong topic? Oh yeah. So our last topic na lang is it's for you gamers out there. Is for the Nyao-Nyaos of the world and all of you other esports gamers out there. And this might not necessarily be a mind-blowing deal for you guys. Pero if you play games anyway, why not do this and earn points and possibly get something in return of you playing the games? Okay, so what I'm talking about is Razer's new rewards points system. Razer's new rewards point system, and it's tied into the Razer Cortex software, right? So they announced this early this week. Early this week. Was it Thursday? Well, I think it was Wednesday. And the theory behind this is the more you play esports games like Dota, League of Legends, Paladins, Overwatch, or CSGO, right? And I don't know why it's taking so long to boot Razer Cortex. What the hell? Come on. Razer. Jeez. So, the theory behind this is as long as you play esports games like Dota, League of Legends, CSGO, Overwatch, or Paladins, those are the 5 games supported right now. You earn points. But ang tagal mag-boot ng Razer, what the heck? Pinapaya man. Razer, what the heck? Baka nag-update siya. Maybe nag-update siya. So, okay. If you run Razer Cortex while playing your games, especially ako tinry ko siya sa League of Legends. Right? So, hindi naman siya you earn points. What? Ano nangyari sa Razer? What the hell? What? Bahala ka. Hey, there we go. Finally. So, okay. Overwatch lang nilalaro ko. Di na ako nag-league. Well, Overwatch is perfectly fine. So, the theory behind this is as long as you play those, you earn points. You can earn 900 points a day, which is equivalent to 5 hours of gameplay, right? And you can, those 900 points are called Z Silver, right? The Z Silver you earn can be spent to give you actual Razer gear, Razer products. So, I can show you, alright. So, ito yung mga na-install sa ko. So, actually, Razer Cortex is compatible with a lot of games. And as you can see, nakita niya na may Rise of the Tomb Raider ako. But this is not a game that is currently yung earn money to play. The things that earn you money is Overwatch, and it's not technically money. It's not cash. It's Z Silver. You can play Overwatch, you can play Dota 2, and at least yung mga na-install sa akin is League of Legends, right? And you can earn Z Silver, like I said, 900 points per day, 5 hours of gameplay a day. And you can exchange that eventually, kung mayaman ka na sa Z Silver mo, for actual Razer products. And I believe it's zvault.razerzone.com. Let's go to that. I don't know why the actual app is taking so long, but the website is very fast. Let's sign in. Bad gateway. Wait, what? Pinapaya tayo ng Razer. Baka nag-crash sila sa dami nagla-login and stuff. What the heck? Kaya siguro ang bagal mag-load ng app. Ito, nag-load pa rin yung app, oh. Oh, their site is down. Their site is down. B-Boy, try mo nga sa'yo. Their site is down for me. Wow. Dude, bro. Okay, so, hopefully makita pa rin natin yung ano. Even though hindi ako makalogin, right? So, if you earn enough Z Silver, you can actually exchange it for actual Razer products. So, one of them is the popular Razer Chroma mug. And this costs 100,000 Z Silver, which is a lot, but keep in mind, if this is you playing games lang naman eh. So, don't expect na ano. But let's actually, ito some of the things you can actually view all natin. So, some of the things you can exchange your Z Silver for is the Razer mouse bungee for 26,000 points, which is what, less than a month of playing games. If you earn 900 points a day, and nagbabakasyon ka, you play 5 hours a day, or conservatively, let's say you earn 500 points a day. Siguro 2 months you can get this Razer mouse bungee for just playing games. Now the Razer mouse bungee, I have one. I bought this for 700 pesos. Siyempre hindi ko mapakita kasi nakalimit yung mouse ko. Here's my Razer mouse bungee. There it is. Sorry, hinahata ko yung mouse ko eh. Ito siya. There's my bungee. There's my mouse. There's the bungee. Yeah. Whatever. Sorry, di ko mapakita na. Binili ko to 750 pesos kasi gusto ko ng bungee. Mahal siyang bungee, but I wanted one. So what? So technically it's like earning 750 pesos for 2 months of playing games. Not necessarily a lot of money for that 2 months of playing games, but it gets you free stuff for playing games. Only playing games. So as you can see here, you can get the Firefly Cloth Edition na may RGB for 78,000 Z Silver. You can get the backpack for 90,000 Silver. Or a $20 discount for 10,000 or $10, whatever. Yung mga nakikita nyo naman eh. Some of these are, ito gusto ko eh, Kraken 7.1, right? 130,000. And assuming let's say 130 days playing straight. That's what, 4 months, 5 months? And if I were a teenager or a high school student and wala naman akong ginagawa hindi ako nagtatrabaho, I can definitely play 5 hours a day. That's no problem. Ang attention span ko nung when I was younger is sobrang haba. And hindi ko I can play. I mean, ako ngayon pag nag-Dota ako, nag-League of Legends ako, umaabot ako ng 5 hours because I just keep playing. But I don't always play day after day. I don't play every day, but when I start playing, I go at least 5 hours generally. Kasi usually parang you don't just play one game. You play another game, and pag natalo, and then nanalo ka, you play another game, and then pag natalo ka, gusto mong bumawi, so you play another game, and the cycle continues, right? So generally, you play a lot. When I start playing, I play more than 3 hours at least. But I don't necessarily always play every day. I don't know how much average I can earn points for in a day or a month. But since I play the game already, it doesn't hurt to actually have the Razer Cortex running at the same time while playing the game. What Razer gets in return is your participation in their marketplace and your statistics and these are esports games. So basically, you're actually giving them data. This is data for them. This is data they can sell. It's like, this is the amount of people playing your game at this certain time, and this is Razer can even use this data for their own purposes in their own research for developing their own products. So hindi sila natatalo dito. They're earning they get your data from the amount of people playing these games and how they're playing these games and whatnot. So you do lose a little bit of minor privacy, I guess. A minor. It's not like Razer will tell everybody where you live or where yung ano yung lalaro mong games for how many long periods of time. It's just that Razer collects basically anonymous data on how many people play this game, how many people spend money on this game, and whatnot. Bukod sa playing games to earn money, you can also buy games using Razer's software, and that will also earn you Z points. They have a currency called Z Gold to buy games and other premium items sa ibang games and stuff. And anytime you spend Z Gold, you get Z Silver, so that you can spend it on the rewards points and whatnot. So I think the thing here is if you're playing the games anyway, I think you should try to install Razer Cortex, because why not, right? Because what? Okay, you're gonna have to block this guy. Put in timeout. There you go. Para walang spam. All right, so that's all. That's all I can say is I don't think it's gonna make you rich. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. You're not gonna be rich by playing games, especially with Razer Cortex. But and it's also not gonna translate into cold hard cash. Yeah, para kang participant sa research study tapos you are compensated with points. Not bad at all. Yes, that's true. So I'm not saying you're gonna be rich, especially since it doesn't pay you in cash. You can probably sell the products if you earn so many points, but I don't know if that will be worth it. Kasi if you work 2 months to get the Razer mouse bungee and you're gonna sell it for 750 pesos, and that's the retail price of the Razer bungee, 750. I don't think people will pay you 750 for that. Siguro tatawanan ka ng 500. So I suggest you get this for personal earnings. But like I said, if you're gonna play the games anyway, and you don't mind the extra software running in the background and a little bit of information given to Razer and their affiliates, then why not? Install Razer Cortex, get the points, and maybe one of these days you can get yourself a Razer Black Widow Chroma V2, maybe in 2 years. So according to Razer, you can get the Firefly Cloth Edition in about 3 months of playing games. 3 months of playing games. However, that also means you're getting 900 points every day. 900 points every day. Kasi, oh my God. Ano bang bumalik? I should not have clicked away. There we go. So, the 78,000 points. So you're gonna average. Wait, let's see. Let's do some calculations here. Kasi ako, I'm just using 1,000 points a day as my average. Kasi tinatamad ako mag 900. But let's actually calculate. 30 times 900 equals about 27,000 points a month if you play every day. Unfortunately, I don't think you can play every day. Kasi not everybody is as addicted to games as they used to be, I guess, or they had as much free time. But assuming you play every day for 5 hours on 900 points a day, kasi sometimes there's 2 times multiplier. Right now, may 2x multiplier. So you don't have to always play 5 hours. So if you earn 900 a day, you get 27 a month, 27,000 a month. And to get the Razer Firefly Cloth Edition, you need 3 months because you'll earn about 81,000 points in 3 months if you play every day, right? So you can get the Firefly Cloth Edition. With that calculation, let's see if we can how long it will take before we can get the Razer Black Widow Chroma V2. Okay? So let's see here. Paano ba i-reverse calculate yun? Let's say 220,000, right? Divided by 27,000 a month, right? In about 8 months. Is that it? In about 8 months, tama ba ang calculation ko? You earn 900 a day times 30 days. Okay. times 8 months, 216. Yes. So if you play every day and you earn 900 points a day and play 8 months, you can get yourself a Razer Black Widow Chroma V2. Which is pretty good. Magkano ba yun? 8,000 pesos? Magkano si Black Widow Chroma? So, like I said, hindi ka yayaman dito. But, it's worth getting the points anyway. Sarap maging teenager, sayang di ko na linabutan tong mga to. Yeah, I know, right? Magkano ba si Black Widow Chroma? Let's see. It's $169. So, it's 8,500, like I thought. Yeah. So, that's 8 months for about 8,500 pesos. That's, yeah. Tama yung calculations natin. Now, one thing that is not available elsewhere, and this is extremely popular for a lot of hardcore Razer fans, is the Razer mug holder. This is not available anywhere else except with Z Silver. So, I think kung ako lang, ito yung kukuhanin ko sa Z Silver ko. I don't know why. And to be honest, some other things are better spent. So the Z Silver is better spent on, I want to say, the backpack, right? If I had 100,000 points, it's probably the backpack. But you can get this for 100,000 in this limited edition rare Razer mug holder. I think I might just spend it on this. I don't know why, but whatever, right? So anyway, that's what I'm saying. And like I said, this is the best. Sabi nga ni Nino Mercurio, sana teenager siya kasi alam naman natin lahat tayo malakas tayo maglaro ng games noong time na yun, right? These days, usually meron tayong days na hindi tayo makapaglaro ng games na. So I think teenagers will have the best will take advantage of the Razer Chroma or Z Silver the best. Wait, yung points ba pwede combine sa pera for discount? Yes, so yung kanilang deals is meron silang cash, meron silang discount point, discount whatever. Ano yun? So you can give you discounts instead. So yun yung magandang way dito is if you actually can't afford to build your Z points, you can get, $20 discount here, $5 discount if you want, $10 discount. Pero sa Razer store ito, I don't know kung paano yung umandar sa local stores, but I think you can probably ask them for a discount if you give them this discount thingy. Kasi alam mo naman si Razer, maganda yung infrastructure ng Razer. They're actually well communicated throughout the and our Razer store here sa SM North, as everybody knows, is not. A lot of people were complaining, di ba, kay Min Liang Tang na bakit kayo magtatayo ng Razer store sa Pilipinas? Wala namang, yung gamers dyan, wala namang pera, right? Hindi man sila bibili. Sabi ni Min Liang, as long as the fans want it, it doesn't matter kung may pera o wala, gagawa kami dyan. So, I think based on that philosophy, siguro isusupport ni local store ng Razer itong yung mga $20 discount, which is nice, right? Madali mag-earn ng $20 discount ng 10,000 points. That's like maximum 10 days of playing games, or I'd say 12 days. By the way, may promo si Razer ngayon if you actually verify your Z Vault, which is their and I can't do it right now because nahihirapan nga yung connectivity na ngayon ng Razer because of how many people are using it. But may promo sila ngayon if you actually sign up within the launch period and you verify your Z Vault, which is basically giving them your address and phone number and whatnot. You get 2,000 points, 2,000 Z Silver out of the gate, which makes it easier to reach the 10,000 points, because that means you only need 8,000 points. Razer Store keyboard discount $20, right? Razer Store mouse discount. So meron lang siya specific mouse, headset discount and whatnot. That's interesting. That's interesting. Sabi ni Nyanya, it's not so bad. Think about how long you'll have to save to be able to buy yourself a Razer product. Time is money if you can't save as much in 5 hours. Maglaro ka na lang. Yeah, that's true. And kung maglalaro ka na nga lang anyways, right? And I played one League of Legends game, I earned 250 points. So sabi ko, that's more points than I'd earn without Razer Cortex, right? That's 250 points I would earn compared to not playing with Razer Cortex. So, that's not bad. In the long run, we don't know how much we can earn with the amount of gaming we do. But, it's worth a try. It's worth a try. I just hope their servers get fixed. Kasi mukhang problemado yung kanilang login nila ngayon. Oh, maybe it's gonna work. I click sign in, hindi siya naging bad gateway. Launch Cortex. So if you want to add me, my name is I am Kokak. Kokak 420 pala. My nickname is I am Kokak. And I'm also a human for some reason. Kasi hindi ko nilagay male or female. Anyway, that's it for the Razer Cortex and the Razer rewards program thingamajig. And that should be it for our show. That should be it for our show. Another wonderful, wonderful show from your folks at BTS and nandiyan si B-Boy, Randolph Novino. Let's read some comments. May pera ako, pero ko lang pera doon sa hindi 20% discount, $20 discount, B-Boy. Hindi 20%. Malaki yung 20% if you're talking about laptop. Libo yun. $20 discount, which is what, 1,000 pesos maximum. That's not bad. That's a big chunk of a keyboard or a mouse price point, right? Especially so Razer Black Widow Chroma V2 is 8,500. So that is what? 7,500 na lang if you use the $20 discount. For 10,000 points, that's not bad, dude. Right? That's not bad at all. May Ripso ba siya? Maybe I can hindi feeling ko hindi magagamit sa Ripso eh. Kasi walang the discounts that they have is for the keyboards, mouse, headsets, laptops, and ano yung nasa taas? I forgot yung nasa taas. But anyway, I'm gonna save for the RGB mug holder, and then pag-iisip ako na lang if I wanna change my opinion on the mug holder. But that's the rarest thing available. The rarest thing there. It's exclusive to Z Silver only, so wala ka mahanap sa mga tindahan. And there's a notoriety factor there, being one of the few owners of the Razer mug holder. I don't know why, kasi I'm not a big Razer fan anyway. I don't have the only Razer product I have at home is the Razer mouse bungee that is used on a non-Razer mouse. So, and may keyboard ako. Let me stand up and show you my fake ass Razer keyboard here na matagal ko nang hindi ginagamit kasi pinalitan ko siya ng keyboard. Wow, ba't ganun yung cable ko? Sumabit siya. Please don't break anything while I pull you out of the thing. Okay, hindi siya nasira. Okay, let me go. Let me pick up my Razer keyboard, quote unquote. Feeling ko nakita na ni B-Boy to noon eh. Malamang pinagyayabang ko sa kanya to noon. Ito. Let me give you the full screen beauty of this bad boy. Bam, 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 bam! Check it out! The only Razer membrane keyboard that is what, 200 pesos. Check it out. It says Razer with an exclamation point, right? Right? And then may artwork siya. May triple-headed snake. Right there, triple-headed snake. Woo! Glow in the dark yan. This is the Logitech K120. K120. It was like 200 pesos. Pero glow in the dark yung yung art niya. Kailangan lang maarawan. Kailangan kong ibilad sa araw para mag-glow in the dark siya. It's It's charged by it's charged by the power of the sun. All right, guys, that's it for our show. I want to thank everybody for watching another show of the BTS. This time brought to you by PLDT Home Fiber. Get your PLDT Home Fiber because streaming is life, uploading to YouTube is life, and Kokak is also life. Maraming salamat sa pagpapanood. Nagre-react kayo sa bago matindi kong keyboard. This is amazing, super amazing keyboard. Maraming salamat sa pagpapanood. Ako si Alex Rivera. On behalf of everybody who's participated in the show, si B-Boy and everybody, sila Aaron, sila Nyao Nyao, and the Norms. And sa mga hindi ko na, some of these people are new. Si Georgia Cadenaso, I think, is a foreign person that stumbled upon our show. And everybody who participated in the show, yung iba mukhang nag-offline na. But hey, thank you for watching another BTS. Like I said, this time, fiber na. Thank God. So yun, that's it for the show. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you guys very soon. Kasi okay, we'll stream the Galaxy S8 launch. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll see you soon. Okay? Alright. Bye-bye.